All right, peasants, we're back. Unfiltered Sports Podcast is back. And obviously, you can see a change. We had to make a little audible. Now it's LeBron and Chris Bosh cooking. Dwayne Wade is out. So we got Brandon in the building. Brandon Shams, Brandon, the NBA expert. Brandon, say what's up to the peasants.
What's going on, everybody? I mean, it's a great day today. Not because CEO is not here, but just because there's a lot of good things we have to talk about. But I got a lot of things to get on my chest. Once RJ says hi, I guess I can start getting shit off my chest. All
right. So it is what it is. Well, Jordan Francis, how you doing, Jordan Francis? Always good to see you. Where you hiding? You barely won against the Vikings. Hey, Jordan, and good win for your Eagles. Where you hiding? Rozier, against the Vikings, the same Vikings that are 3-3 and missing the playoffs as well, too.
Listen. I think we should skip all the pleasantries. There's nobody in this chat, in this, none of your subscribers, respectfully, are worth saying hi to, especially, the dirty ones that some of them are already in chat and the ones that are yet to come. So we could just skip the pleasantries.
Well, what about Smoking with Mira? You know what I'm saying? Jackson, he misspelled dart, is a baller.
Hey, listen, some of them are all right, but unfortunately, a few bad apples spoil the bunch. And there's a lot I have to say about your chat. There's a lot I have to say about.
FSU was still asked, yo, where you hiding? So are your Eagles. Guess what? Y'all not going anywhere. And by the way, your 76ers are ass too. And by the way, where you hiding? Well, how about them Phillies, bitch? How about them Phillies?
Oh man. Watching fucking what's his face, Orion, the pitcher, throw the season away. Now granted, I don't think it was his fault. Just because they had 11 innings to score more.
Yo, where you hiding? You have nothing besides sports, and all your sports teams are ass. Besides Ohio State.
See, I got the Knicks at least.
Yeah.
RJ. How was your day, RJ? I gotta ask you that. How was your day today? How was your day?
Were you? Oh shit! Hold on.
Were you enjoying the serviceable product today?
I was not even watching.
All right. Well, I guess we can go through it.
All right. Well, Brandon, we got the Steelers and Bengals game. We got the Unk Bowl. Our generation, Brandon. Joe Flacco versus Aaron Rodgers. By the way, Blue Jays. By the way, shout out to Jordan Francis. He's a Blue Jays fan as well too. Vladimir Guerrero just hit a home run, 5-0.
Oh wow! I'm looking at it right now.
That's tough. But Brandon, this game symbolizes our childhood right there. You know what I'm saying? This Thursday night football game, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco. What the NFL used to be like, and now we get this. You feel me?
So I want to make one thing clear real quick, especially with you, RJ, because Najee, we'll talk about me first soon. But especially with you, I want to make one thing clear that. I told CEO this before the season. I'll watch a little bit because I want to be able to, one, compile a little bit of evidence, which you'll hear later on, of how bad the NFL is. But on top of that, I just saw the Vladdy home run. Wow. That dude's a monster. That dude's a monster. But on top of that, I'm trying to give the league that we once loved a chance. And I didn't watch this game live, the Unk Bowl, but I did watch the Chiseled Adonis commentary of it. It seemed like a fun game. But you know what? I can't give NFL credit for having a fun game on Thursday night because it was two guys when the league was still good. There was two quarterbacks running it from when the league was still good. What happens when they can't use these guys as a crutch anymore? When they're stuck with, the new generation of football players who are soft as baby shit?
Yeah, basically. I guess what are they going to lean on? Matthew Stafford's broken back?
It's so upsetting. Some of the most entertaining quarterbacks, I'm not saying they're the best, but the most entertaining quarterbacks are last generation. Get your own quarterbacks. New NFL.
Speaking of that, our generation, Matthew Stafford, put belt to ass on the Jacksonville Jaguars in London, Brandon. So,
I'm sure some of you got up for a 9:00 game. If you did, I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I'm not even saying that to be sarcastic. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you didn't, but yeah, I didn't wake up till about 10. So I hope you guys got up. What's crazy, RJ? I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, but people will get up nice and early for some shit game and some shit NFL game in 2025, clear across the world, but they won't get up for church. We can move on.
That's tough. Speaking of that, the Patriots blow out the Titans 31-13.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? The Titans are one of the worst teams. The Bears beat the Saints 26-14.
I mean,
And by the way, just a little rant, because it's college football rant. I'm watching the Oklahoma game yesterday, and for some reason, I forgot what channel it was on. I think it was on Fox. We don't claim Caleb or Spencer Rattler. All right? They're like, oh, these two Oklahoma quarterbacks are going at it on Fox. We don't claim neither one of them. All right? Just the fuck up, pussies.
They got to make the fan bases of college football. Oh, and I have a college football rant for later on, by the way. You know, I didn't tell you about this, but I have to talk. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going to go with it. But, you know, fan bases in college football needs to get their shit straight because, like, you got fucking Ohio State trying to claim Joe Burrow. Like, come on. Like, stop.
No. That's like Florida trying to claim Cam Newton or some shit.
Like come on. Stop it. Yeah, right?
Like, get the fuck out of here. No, Joe Burrow's an LSU guy. And he didn't even start for Ohio State. Fuck
exactly. I mean, that's like fucking, you know, just let's keep going.
Panthers and the Jets, who cares?
13. It was 13-6?
13-6.
NFL in 2025. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Chiefs blow out the Raiders. Shout out to the Chiefs, I guess. The Chiefs are back. Super Bowl champs right there. Dolphins get blown out by the Browns 31-6. I think Shador made his debut. That's always exciting. The Vikings lose to the Eagles 28-22. This is the best team in the NFL, by the way. 28-22. You know what I'm saying? The team that just won the Super Bowl barely beat a Carson Wentz Vikings team.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Your Giants, unfortunately, suffer a loss to the Broncos by 1 point, 31-32.
I guess I'll give this a little bit more attention just because it is my team. I'm not mad at the loss. I mean, not that I really care anyway. But it was an I had somebody who we were playing games with saying it was a good game. It was an interesting game. I want to say it was a good game. It was cool to watch my team be up and then choke and then be up again and then choke, I guess. At the end of the day, what are you surprised about? The Broncos are frauds, just like the Chargers, just like a bunch of teams. I mean, I think every good NFL team nowadays of the last few years, they're all going to be frauds. So I can't even hold it against the Broncos that much. But, I mean, it was cool watching Jackson Dart. At least there's something decent in the NFL, I guess. But that doesn't say much. It's still who's to know. We can keep going.
Speaking of that, your
my boy. My boy.
Daniel Jones blows out Joe Burrow 38-24.
Justin Herbert, you mean?
Justin Herbert. Yeah,
see, the NFL is that fucking trash. You can't, not even holding against you, but you can't keep track of quarterbacks. All right, it's not your fault. I don't blame you, RJ. Yeah. But you know, I mean,
it's crazy how the Colts about to do the same thing the Giants did a couple of years ago.
So, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna talk about this next game.
Washington loses to the Cowboys 44-22.
The only thing I care about when it comes to this game is the fact that, one of the league's more exciting young talent is hurt now. He has a hamstring injury. That's not why they lost. They lost because they got their ass whipped. But now it's just unfortunate that the little bit of talent that we have left in this league is just dropping like flies left and right. It's sad.
And a league that has no physicality, by the way.
A league that has no physicality. And now, granted, he runs a hell of a lot. But, oh, man. Well, so I guess it's always fun when the Cowboys win. Am I right?
Huh. I guess so. By the way, you said they were going to miss the playoffs. I think they have a winning record right now. So
that don't mean much in today's NFL. Go ahead.
Packers come back against the Cardinals 27-23. Jordan Love did something Aaron Rodgers couldn't do and beat the Cardinals. Brandon, your thoughts?
Cardinals fucking suck. I mean, Cardinals, their fans know it. They don't. I don't understand why certain Cardinals fans. Nobody in particular. I'm not throwing shots. Certain Cardinals fans, like on the internet anyway, for some reason they act surprised. I mean, come on, what are we surprised about?
Is what it is. And as we speak now, the 49ers are beating the Falcons 7-3.
And you know what? Respectfully, RJ, not to put your shit out there, but like nobody, maybe some of you cucks in the chat might pay attention to that game, but we're not going to pay attention to that game. Maybe RJ say the score randomly, just because he kind of has to. Nobody cares. All right, you're fooling yourselves. I want to say something because
shit part.
Yeah. I'm excited because I was expecting more people to be in the chat, but I guess they're busy watching the serviceable product. So I'm gonna put my control down. A lot of times when I get on the pod, I play my Xbox a little bit. We talk shit. But you know what? I think it's very necessary that we have an accountability moment, RJ. Not me and you per se, but the people, This is you could take this conversation and put it in all facets of everybody's lives. I want to say I wish he was here because it would mean a lot more to what I'm trying to say. But I want to be the first one to say I was wrong. And I want to say to CEO that I apologize to CEO. Not because he was right about the NFL or anything like that. Not because he enjoys it, nothing like that. But I apologize to CEO because it's not CEO's fault. I blame CEO. I blamed him a lot about this NFL garbage. But, the more I think about it, RJ, like you call me a YN. I'm getting a little bit older. I'm starting to realize certain things. The noticing is going on. That's why I got banned on Instagram. But that's a different topic. I want to apologize to Charles himself. And this is not sarcasm. This is genuine. Because it's not his fault that he has some belief in this league. All right? For the people who are listening to this or the people who are going to listen to it later, it's not CEO's fault. It's damn sure not RJ's fault. It's your fault. It is your fault. Every person in this chat, down from, the dummies like Master J and Mike to the more smarter, the smarter ones, whoever you are. It's each and every one of your fault because you guys are the ones who are making CEO believe there's hope in this thing. Talking about, because every time you tell somebody the NFL fucking sucks, RJ, what's the first thing they tell you?
Ratings.
Oh, the ratings. Oh, but it's viewed. Oh my God, it's everybody loves to watch it. No. I understand if you watch for your favorite team, like you can watch for whatever reason it is. You're all adults, I think. But the problem is you can't watch and pretend it's good either. The problem is you guys will say, oh, well, I'm watching and all these other people are watching. That means it's good. No, bullshit. Just because I watched the Giants earlier, which I had in the background waiting for the Blue Jays game, but just because I watched it doesn't mean that I think the league is good. It's not. I watched the Giants put belt to ass on the Eagles last week, and it was enjoyable because, I hate all things Philly. Philly had a horrible week, and, I'm still a Giants fan. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make the league good. It just gives you some good things to keep you interested. I guess that's the good thing about the NFL. They find a way to keep you captivated one way or another. We're talking about them now. So even me saying that they're shitty makes them money somehow. But it's people like you in the chat. It's every single one of you that say, oh, well, Christmas, I'm going to watch the NFL because the NFL posts more views. Or it's the people who are like, oh, yeah, I can't be, I'm so excited that there's an 18th game pretty soon, coming soon, RJ. There's an 18th game. Oh, I'm so excited. You know what? The people in the chat, because I know I believed it, but CEO had to bring proof, and I saw it for myself as well. The people we watch highlight tapes. You could put highlight tapes of the NFL. Like, search up any highlight tape right now, all of you. And all you're going to see is highlights from 2015 and before that. You don't see shit of 2025. You don't see shit of 2024. You don't see anything during the COVID era. You barely see before COVID. You know who you see? You know who's a lot of people you see? You see dudes like Julio Jones, who was a dog, back in 2015-ish, and then AB maybe in 2016. You'll see Le'Veon Bell. You'll see those recent guys. But you know who you see? You know the quarterbacks you see? You see dudes like Big Ben, who I'm not even trying to hype up Big Ben or anything, but you see guys like, hell, you see Eli Manning. You fucking RJ don't even like Eli Manning. But you know what? You'll see Eli Manning before you'll see any of the recent quarterbacks now.
You might see Cam Newton before you see
Cam Newton. You'll see Cam Newton doing a dab. And fucking kids haven't done a dab since, I was in middle school. All right? Not one fucking clip do you see in recent memory. And I'm going to shorten this a little bit so that you can talk. But not one thing. So all you people, you guys are the problem. And we all knew that already. But it's just like accountability. It's an accountability issue because you guys are the ones that are like, oh well, it's serviceable. That's where I don't apologize, CEO. That's where I don't apologize, CEO. Because CEO,
Brenner, if you want to be accountable, you did have the Giants game on. You were giving them ratings.
No, I did, but I said that. But I'm not saying it's good because there's people who are. I'm not turning it on because the NFL product is good. The NFL is going to survive with or without me. I turn it on.
I want to ask this question to the chat.
Go ahead.
Everybody in the chat. Do you guys? So, as a matter of fact, actually, let me. Because there's a lot of people, Rozier, and stuff that are saying. I want to say this. Mac Ultra, because Mac Ultra, I think he's 26. Oh, what's his name? TOP. Everybody that's, what are we going to say? 20. Let's say 21. No, let's say 22. 22 and above who watched the 2000s, 2010s, late 2000s football. Do you guys watch this product in the same enjoyment? Oh, Mac, you're 32.
I want to hold on real quick. You have your question. Mac Ultra. I like Mac Ultra. I do like Mac Ultra. He's funny. He even got that southern ass accent. It's hilarious. I remember we did the hangout streams. But Mac Ultra is the perfect example because Mac Ultra himself, I've seen comments when I talked about this about, oh well, right here he said he enjoyed it, but it's not good. If you're not understanding what I mean by that, then that's your problem. I enjoy when the NFL does bad. When they had that rain delay, a fucking rain delay for the Eagles Cowboys opener, that I enjoyed the shit out of that because it was hilarious watching how bad it got. You ever get so mad, RJ, that you start to laugh, that you can't do shit but laugh?
Yeah.
All right. You can watch. Go ahead, watch however you want, but don't pretend it's good. All right. You can watch the NFL on Christmas, but don't pretend that it smokes the NBA on Christmas. Oh, because of the ratings? Get the fuck out of here. You guys are the problem.
Brandon. All right. So Mac and TOP, can you guys watch this game and have the same revenants that we have now? Can I ask everybody in the chat? Can you guys name me 3 defensive identity teams in the NFL right now? What I mean by that is the 2000 Ravens, the Legion of Boom, the No Fly. Can you name me 3 teams that are like that in the NFL?
Home run Mariners 5-1. I mean,
and they just hit a single too.
I mean, I got, it's funny. I'm glad some of the lower barrel.
Oh, your Puerto Rican brother.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad it's not as lit as it was back then.
Not even close. But I'm glad some of the lower barrel idiots came into your chat now. So they go, they're bots. I don't believe anybody there is real.
So what's the biggest problem the NFL is facing? Well, hold on, Mac. Well, I'm not. Brandon can probably answer that. Mac, can you go watch my videos from the last 2 to 3 weeks? I explained it there, and I want to address this real quick.
The problem is, go ahead. You want to answer?
Actually, matter of fact, you go ahead before I address this.
I don't think you have to read that. That comment is retarded. Oh, they're protecting their players. Do you get struck by lightning? You know what, Master J? I hope you get struck by lightning. I hope maybe if you get struck by lightning, a few screws get, put back into your brain if it's there, and maybe you're a little bit more smart, but that's besides the case, all right? I just want to point out what's wrong with the NFL, the biggest issue with the NFL. That's why I apologize, CEO, because it's not his fault. It's you. It's every one of you, every single one of you commenting or watching or maybe, whatever, or watch this later. You guys are the problem. I'm the problem. We're the problem. I mean, fucking RJ has to have, no disrespect to you, has to have Falcons and Niners in the title. That way some retards can watch. You guys, we're all the problem for different reasons. I'm the problem because, I care too much about the league and I want it to be great again. And then you guys just pretend that it's not bad. And then RJ needs it, for views. So we're all the problem. That's why some of us are going to be fine when the league, ceases to be. It's already ceased its identity. Anybody tell me what the identity is of the NFL besides ratings?
Yeah, fantasy football. But I want to read Mac Ultra. No, those are generational teams. The biggest issue, in my opinion, overall, is just plain greed. I agree. Nepotism, that's a good one. And too many players are coming from rich families. I'm not going to argue. I don't know where these families are coming from. It is what it is there. I agree. Plain greed. Like Mac Ultra, fantasy football is the problem. That's the fucking problem. At the end of the day, it's like, even Mac, you can agree that Oh, Matt, you said those teams are generational teams. I agree. Can you name me an 06 Bears team? Hell, Mac, can you name me what's a good can you name me a Saxonville team, Mac? Can you name me like 3 defensive teams?
You know what's the best they got this year?
What?
The Chargers and the Broncos. And I just want to point out my Giants are trash and put fucking belt to ass on both of them. I know the Broncos won.
You have the Broncos, but you know what's crazy about both those teams? Who gets talked about more, the defense or the quarterbacks and the head coaches for those teams?
It's always going to be the quarterbacks.
So get rid of fantasy football. It's never going to happen. But yes, get rid of fantasy football. At the end of the day, what is the point of fantasy football? Look, I don't want to talk about it because I made a video about it for tomorrow. Fantasy football is way too oversaturated now. Also gambling. Matt knows what's up. He knows what's up. The NFL going international is making more offensive base to appeal to international. Well, I got a video about that coming soon.
But see, this comes to an accountability issue because you guys all know that, and you don't care. I care enough to bitch about it. And I mean, it's not like I go through my daily bitching about it. We're just on pod right now, or maybe me and RJ talk it up, whatever. I don't care on my daily. On my daily, I care about going to work and then keeping care of myself. I love, the big sport I love is UFC. And you know what? That's besides the case. Smokes the NFL. But it's just you guys that don't care. That's the issue. I wish the NFL goes back to what it once was. But, come on. It's not going to happen. I mean, they just started a flag football league. How many years, RJ, do you give it till they integrate it into the actual NFL?
When you guys keep watching the NFL, they integrate flag football. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe they will make this a flag football league, and the game is just not watchable.
But you know what?
Even the offenses, they're making it more offensive friendly. And even 2018 and 19, where it was more offense, no defense, the offenses threw the ball down deep. No one throws the ball down deep anymore. It's just passes, it's shitty ass screen passes and RPO passes.
And on top of that, I just have to say this about college football, because college football is still great. It's still great.
Agreed.
But for how long, RJ? Because you watch it weekly. I don't watch it as much as you. I'm a casual more than anything, but I can see the business side of it starting to leak in. Started with it. What weapon? It started with it started with the these crazy ass NIL deals, which granted a lot of these players deserve that money, but what good comes with bad. Unfortunately, it's not fully their fault. But then you have now gambling is starting to get big. What was the report that just came out last week about players being able to gamble on NFL now?
You mean the college football?
Yeah, no, like the players, the college players or some shit are allowed to gamble or something like that.
You said the NFL.
Yeah, but they're like the players themselves are allowed to gamble on the NFL or something like that.
Oh, that's not a big deal.
Of course, it's a big deal, because then you start to have problems where, we can do this. Let's start gambling on our own sport, and then you start losing talent, and you start having there's penalties to all this. It snowballs. It's not a big deal now.
The product's still gonna be good though.
Maybe. But maybe they use this as a
game. College football is not like the NFL where you have an owner and a commissioner.
You're right.
This is college football is going to be just fine.
You're right. It's a university, but that's the thing. You're saying it's going to be fine, and you're probably right. But what if this one thing snowballs and it gets a little bit more and it gets a little bit more? This is how shit starts. Maybe it won't be a while till it happens, but maybe a decade from now it changes a lot. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's bad. You know more about me in this topic, but it's concerning a little bit. Some of these businesses are a little concerning.
I would be more concerned if something was concerning me in the college football. It would, but at the end of the day, the SEC is not going to. There's certain divisions that said we're not standing for this, and the SEC is probably the biggest division, so shit will get clamped down.
All right, that's good. At least some people have backbones nowadays.
The Big 12, nah.
Here's my big issue now, for real. It's not about the NFL either. And it's not about you guys. It is about you guys, but it's not about you guys watching NFL. It's you guys pretending that the NFL is holier than thou. It's you guys pretending that this league is that great, and it takes away from good products.
Time out. This is a good question.
Okay.
Do any of y'all play fantasy football in here?
I stopped.
Well, not you. I'm talking about the chat. Does anybody play fantasy football in here? I just want a question. What's up, Taj? How you doing, bro?
I mean, I'd assume so. It's gonna take them a while to answer, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them play fantasy football.
Master J does. Okay, that's one. Rozier
Najee.
does.
I know Mike.
Najee is 20. He's 20.
I know Mike does.
Never have. Okay, Taj hasn't. I haven't in a couple years. I'd be forgetting.
All right, make your fantasy football point.
If it wasn't for fantasy football people, would you guys actually sit down and watch a random ass Jacksonville and Titans game?
Jacksonville and Titans.
I'm making that point because I will sit down and watch a Kansas State versus Iowa State game, Big 12, and keep in mind, I'm an Oklahoma Florida State fan. Neither one of these teams are in my division. Hell, I watched Georgia Ole Miss yesterday.
Hold on. Two people said yes. Najee said yes, and the second comment was granted, it's Master J. He's an idiot, but he says yes, of course, because I love football.
Najee's a 20-year-old who thinks the Vikings are going to the playoffs. Not taking him seriously. Master J's a fucking fat.
Okay. Yeah, but you know what? You got to take them seriously because they're the problem. There's millions of fucking Master J's. There's millions of them watching this shit. Oh yeah, of course, because I love football. You don't love football that much. Sorry.
That ratings argument is not serious. LOL, they put games in every bar. That's a good point. That's a good point. And what's up, Random Matter? What's up, Random Matter? How you doing, bro? Roll Tide, yeah.
I mean,
Master J. That's not Master J. Mac Ultra, and you're 32 years old. That's not true, nigga. That's Mac Ultra. 20 years ago, you're telling me you're not gonna sit down and watch Steve McNair and George and what's that dude? Eddie George versus Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew? You're telling me you're not gonna watch that? It might not be a good game, whatever, but like that's a division rival in the season. You're gonna sit down and watch Steve McNair and Eddie George versus Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew. There's still 6 weeks left. 6 weeks left of what?
Regardless. To put the overall point here when it comes to the NFL, the problem is, and you know what? This is the last real thing I'm going to make about the NFL here.
Okay.
Because from here on, if I mention them, it's probably in a joke. But right now, this is the problem. It takes away from the good products. Because, yeah, the NFL does numbers, undeniably. Last year, Chiefs versus Texans, Christmas on Netflix. It did great.
Don't forget about that too.
And whatever other game. They did great numbers. But the NBA product, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it in your heart or not, was better by a lot. Every single game on that what you call it, that the fucking on the slate was better than both NFL games. But people are like, oh yeah, the NFL's Christmas because of the ratings. Like, shut up. So when you look at the NBA that is coming next week, and I'm so damn excited. Not just because I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm just so excited. Like, I'm gonna watch the Thunder versus I forgot who the hell they're playing. I'm so mad right now. But I'm gonna watch the fucking Warriors and Lakers and whatnot. I'm gonna watch these games before I watch the Knicks, of course. But the NBA is coming. I'm so excited because you know what? The NBA, for what it's worth, anything you could complain about the NBA on the court, you could complain about in a contact sport on the field.
I agree. Mac Ultra does bring up a good point right here. Players aren't hungry anymore and overpaid, in my opinion. That's a fair point. See, Mac knows what's up, bro. He knows what's up.
Well, yeah, that's also true. But you know what? That's the same in a lot of sports. Now, granted, I'm gonna make one point here, and obviously, RJ's gonna be like, "Well, this guy don't want to pay nobody." Like, you got the UFC. Conor McGregor gets paid so much, and he doesn't want to fight anymore. But Dana also doesn't pay anybody, which is why the product is still great. But like, it's true. You're gonna have people who aren't hungry because they got paid, they got a bag, and that's another thing I'm scared about with college football. But it's not a problem yet. So
college football, like, it's gonna be like
it's not a problem. It's not a problem yet, especially they're not there forever. You know, you only get so much.
The problem with college football is that, like, say like you're at South Carolina, they're like, Texas might be like, hey, come over here, we'll have more on NIL. That's a problem now. But other than that, they're still gonna play hard.
Yeah, but regardless, looking at it now, it's like it's taken away from the NBA, which the NBA on court is a good product. And on top of that, they actually allow you to play defense, unlike the NFL where defense is legal. Baseball, MLB, the product is getting better. The ratings are going up. Ever since you put the pitch clock, it's been getting so much better. But you know what? None of you want to watch because, oh, yeah, the NFL's king. I mean, I understand if you don't watch a certain sport because you never played that sport, you have nothing to that sport, but
hell, you don't even like it,
or you don't even like the sport. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of you who claim to like this and claim to like that, and will make complaints. You'll watch both, but you'll make complaints about one and you won't the other, and that takes away people for words matter. It makes other people not want to watch. So
that's a follower.
Exactly, we have a lot of those. MLB playoffs right now smokes NFL playoffs. It smoked college football because college football playoffs wasn't good last year. It'll get better, but it wasn't good last year. It beat. Did it beat NBA playoffs? What do you think, RJ? So far this year, that's a tough one. NBA playoffs was lit, but besides the Knicks in the East, because it was really the West. Because besides the Knicks in the East was whatever. So I think I'm gonna give the edge to MLB as well.
I don't know. Time out. The Dodgers are cooking everybody in their fucking division. Just saying.
Yeah, but the Brewers Cubs was a good series. Anybody who the Dodgers didn't play had a good series.
Okay, I can make the same case. The Clippers and Nuggets last year was good.
That's West. That was the West. I'm talking about the East.
Well, time out. The West had good playoffs as well too.
No, the West did. I'm saying the East besides the Knicks. I mean, I'm trying to think who else.
Well, I mean, the Knicks are a feel-good story. I mean, hold on. Pacers. No one thought the Pacers were going to beat Cleveland.
Yeah, but the series itself wasn't all that either because, well, one, it's not the Pacers' fault. It's not the Cavs' fault. People got hurt.
Did you watch that first Cleveland Cavaliers game where Halliburton fucking shot the – nah.
I said the series. The game was good, yeah, sure. But the whole series because, you lost people to injuries. That's not anybody's fault, but you lost people to injuries too. It just unfortunately wasn't all that because of that reason.
The series was – I mean, I enjoyed the series, but I mean – it's close. I mean, it's a 50-50 at least.
Yeah, I mean, they both smoked the NFL playoffs.
Oh, I agree.
So,
I can't remember one game.
Najee, Mariners, Tigers. Game 5 went into 15 innings. And, I was tired as fuck watching that game. But I couldn't stop watching. But unfortunately, nobody knows. Now, the NFL, I always say, is great with their marketing and whatnot. But it can't just be marketing. It's idiots like you and fucking Master J and Donnie, oh my God, don't even get me started on him. Like, it's you guys. And once we have some, like, I could take accountability that I'm putting money in their pockets by talking about it or even watching Giants today. I am. But I can at least tell you the fucking product is ass. I mean, WWE, I love WWE. I always do. RJ loves WWE all the time too. But it's not good. It's not good right now. And unfortunately, they're like waste John Cena and whatnot. And we're not going to talk about WWE. And Najee, no, I'm not saying that because RJ said it. I already had said it before him. Like, not before him, but you know what I mean? Like,
I called Najee an idiot for saying the Vikings are going to make the playoffs. So.
Oh, well, you're even more of an idiot for liking the Vikings. All right? 0-4 in Super Bowls. Like, come on. You should know better. You weren't even alive, and you still chose them even though they were 0-4 in Super Bowls. That's your fucking
He's
fault.
a Patriot fan, but he chose the Vikings to go to the Eastern Conference Championship.
Listen, bro.
That's who's watching the NFL product, by the way, too. Man, Brandon, time out. I call Brandon an idiot, but I call Brandon a fearless idiot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just the generations are getting dumber, and that's why the NFL is doing what they're doing. Maybe we're the idiots. Maybe the NFL is just like, I hate to give them this much credit. It's like, damn, these kids now, they're learning that there's 100 genders. They can't read on a 5th grade level, even though they're in 11th grade. But you know what? We got to teach them 100. Maybe the NFL realizes that this generation's dumb, so they had to dumb down the game.
Well, sure. Maybe that's why. Maybe. Matt Coach asked me
about this. Master J and fucking like these fags, they're scared of women. And they're trying to bring women involved. So, like, maybe that's why they're – maybe this is a whole, like, the NFL's like, listen, we don't want to do it, but we have to do it.
Maybe. Matt Coach asked me, so, Brandon, could you say that over time any product goes downhill over time? Example, great video games. Okay. Yes, you can say that about most products. Yeah, they all go down with time. Nothing stays perfect forever, of course. And Master J, nobody's going to answer you, especially if you're going to call us clowns, all right? You're a prick. Nobody cares about you. Your mom doesn't even like you. Anyways, back to Matt Ultra. Yeah, anything goes down. But you know what? It comes in waves too, It comes in waves. And we're in a really fucking bad wave. And looking at NFL's their decision-making, the way it's going, it's not changing anytime soon. At least baseball, which has been around forever, it's America's pastime for a reason because it's going back up now. It's back on the rise. Boxing been around forever, and you know what? Aside from some of the theatrics and stuff like that, they still put on good big fights. You know, we just had a super fight last month, and you know what? That's huge. It's a good wave.
And also, wait, Mac, baseball's gotten better. Baseball's older than football, bro. It's way better now. The pitch clock, everything.
But that's the other thing. You can make like I said, what is the NFL's identity? Basketball, you know, you could say a bunch of things. You could say maybe Curry changed the game in its threes, and then RJ says his dunks, which is perfect. Baseball right now, their new identity is the pitch clock, which is great. But I mean, baseball, it's always home runs or great pitching, stuff like that. NFL, what was it? Big hits? Where's that? Oh, catches. Really? Because catches, the NFL doesn't know what a catch is. Hell, they never knew what a catch was.
Running backs used to be the identity, not anymore.
The running backs are the most disrespected position.
Did he get that? Nope. And also, I want to say this, right? Because Brandon gave me pushback on this, right? I said this from 2020 onwards. None of these fags, from the quarterback all the way to the fucking kicker, will ever reach the top 10 of the NFL top 10 ever. Mahomes, Josh Allen, I don't care how many records they break. They'll never be as good as Montana, Brady, Payne. You know why? It's because they had less games and put up those stats in a physical era. Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, they will never Smith fucking Jerry Rice, Calvin Johnson, whatever wide receiver from 2019 downwards. You know why? It's because those guys had to go against Deion Sanders, Mel Blount, hell, even Richard Sherman, who were fucking physical. Well, people want to sit here and dick ride Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley. I'm sorry. Why the fuck are these guys rushing for 2,000 yards when OJ did that in a 12-game season? And by the way, OJ did that in a league where they were stacking the box and the guys were bigger because they focused on the run. Now with linebackers being smaller, Derrick Henry can barely rush for 2,000 yards.
You know, thank you for saying that. Matt Culture, thank you for saying that. And also RJ, you too. Because Matt Culture says Mahomes will be a journeyman in the thousands. Maybe. We don't know. But that comes back to the point that me and RJ were talking about privately, that, you know, you look at the NBA or you look at baseball. Let's start with baseball. Baseball. Every generation of baseball got better. I mean, the generation of baseball players we have now smoked some of the generations. Like some, you could make a case like maybe it was better, like you know, the Barry Bonds time, shit like that. But 90s. Yeah, you can make a case that maybe it's not better than that. But you can make it's a conversation. The NBA, we always have LeBron versus Jordan debates, right? And it's always put LeBron in the 90s or put Jordan in 2025, and we'll see what era is better. It's a conversation at least, but for the most part, talent got better every generation. Are we sure it got better in the NFL? Because the 2020s, they don't touch the 2010s at all.
None.
They don't touch the 2000s. Are we sure they touch the 90s?
Absolutely not.
Maybe the 80s?
No.
I mean, come on. Like, look at the guys that we had back then versus the guys we have now. The rule changes. There's so many these eras that did not get better.
Hold on, time out. I'll shut that shit down right now. Trevor Lawrence and Tua wouldn't even fucking be on a team right now if this was 2010.
They would fucking have been converted to tight ends by now.
For real. Like, bro, they wouldn't even, bro, these niggas wouldn't be in the fucking, bro.
You know, they'd be in the CFL, RJ. That's what they'd be in the Canadian Football League.
Stinking the fuck up. They're giving, Brandon, they gave Trevor Lawrence. They gave Jordan Love.
Oh, and by the way,
Tua. Go ahead.
Are we sure? Hold on, the random matter. Are we sure Tua would have been 6th rounder? But also, what's his face? Master just said you wasn't alive to see Jerry Rice. You know what? You're right. But Jerry Rice put him in 2025. You saying Jerry Rice not breaking these records that he had? The only indictment on Jerry Rice was the stickum. That's the only indictment on him ever.
And we can't even say that. Look at what these niggas are wearing now.
They have gloves that are fucking probably stronger.
And there's no defense. Bro, tell me, these niggas wear stickum and you can't even touch them. He was wearing stickum because they were fucking hitting him upside his head all the damn time. And that's a retarded statement, Master J. So let me get this straight. I have to sit here and say I don't fuck. Justin Jefferson is better than Jerry Rice because I've seen him play. I have to sit here and say Klay Thompson is better than Michael Jordan at shooting guard because I've seen Klay Thompson play.
He also said because their body got smaller and they're built for speed, not strict. There were small people back then too. There's always been small and big people in every league. Fucking, we have like, I'll give you one. My boy Cam Scatterbull. Everybody loves Cam Scatterbull right now because he hits people left and right as a running back. Which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. He's entertaining to watch. But they were doing that shit in every game, damn near every play back then. All right, it's nothing different from fucking 10 years ago. It's nothing different. We had like, I love Cam, but I'm not saying like the fact that everybody's like, creaming their pants over Cam Scatterbull right now goes to show you that you guys either didn't watch or just forgot about what we had just 10 years ago. I'm not even going back.
What Cam Scatterbull's doing right now.
I mean, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn, fucking you like running backs who could do it all. LaDainian Thompson, granted, I mean, I was too young for LaDainian Thompson, some of you too, but I'm just saying, like, we can go back a little bit.
Marshall Faulk,
like, come on.
And keep in mind, these guys, and once again, this goes back to my point about everybody from 2020 onwards doesn't count. Like, they're going to break these great legends fucking stats. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I don't care what Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson do. They're not doing what Joe Montana and John Elway did. Hell, even Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, they're not doing what they did. They did it in less games in a more physical era. You can't land your body weight on the quarterback. You can't touch a wide receiver doing this, that, and the third. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
What's the last season, RJ, that you were like excited for, like actually excited for of the NFL?
It's been a while.
Or the last season that you could think and that like brought you happiness watching? Because for me, 2019, okay. 2019 was cool. For me, the happiest I've been watching football, which is when football probably started to die for me, was 2015. It was 2015 for me. That's when football started to die, and then it really died when COVID came.
I honestly think COVID. I don't know what COVID did. I don't know what the fuck COVID did to the NFL.
COVID made a lot of business changes because because nobody was outside. But it made all these weirdos like Master J and Michael and Donnie and everybody. It made all these weirdos think that they're normal because they lived on the internet. And now we're like dealing with that shit still. Maybe in the 2030s things get a little better. Probably not. I'm just being wishful. But you know what? With that being said, that was the last season for you and one of the last seasons for me. I'm more excited this year for the NBA to come back than anything.
I mean, come on. TOP, you're telling me this. Come on, bro.
I mean, I'm excited, but I'll tell you, I'm excited for the NBA come back this year. Now, granted, I'm a little biased because the Knicks, I'm a little biased. But you know what? Let's take the whole, because the East itself isn't that great because of injuries and stuff. Like, even with injuries in the East and we lost, like, Tatum and Halliburton and even Dame or whatever, you could say all that. But the West... Oh my God, I'm excited for the West. I don't know about you, RJ, but I'm excited as hell for the West.
Tell me, bro. Well, I am excited for the West. Brent, I have to disagree with that because we're going to get into the NBA. I think I am excited for the East. Let's take the Knicks out of it. By the way, Toronto just scored 2-6. Let's take the East.
Yo, facts. Matt Coach of facts. 24-hour Walmart. That fucked up everything.
Also, by the way, is it just me? COVID really fucked up Halloween. No one trick or treats anymore.
Nobody.
I don't know if it's just me or I'm assuming now Brandon, since he said it now.
Yo, COVID changed everything, and that was the point. But a lot of you don't. Maybe not. Whatever. NBA. You said the East, right? So besides the Knicks.
You're not excited to see Desmond Bain, the veteran, take over that fucking Orlando team. See how they progress.
I'm excited. Yeah.
You're not excited to see fucking Cade Cunningham and that Pistons team take another step. Hell, Cleveland is still a story. Hell, I'll even take it a step further, Brandon. LaMelo Ball with Brandon Miller and that fucking new rookie they got. We'll see.
You know what? I'm even, and this takes a lot to say for me, I'm even more excited to see how Joel Embiid and Paul George do in Philly over what's going on in anything.
You know what? That they have a good chance to make the play. And that's an interesting. I hate them so much. But it's interesting.
But I'm excited for the East, of course. I just didn't want to go into detail at the moment. But yeah, I'm excited because we're going to see a lot of young talent. I think the Magic are going to be really good this year. I think they're going to be really good. They were good last year without that, like with a lot of people. They had like 6 people injured. 5 of them were starters. And then they had,
Wagner's injured.
That coach kept them in check. They got Desmond now, my boy that Josh tried to trade him in 2K for me for like, Michael Jordan or some shit, but whatever. Like I am excited. I'm excited overall, but the West really kind of has me because like I'm thinking about the Spurs, man. We can get into it like NBA return, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about like who are you excited for? Like what's the 3 teams in the NBA you're excited for the most? Besides the Knicks.
Exclude our Knicks.
Exclude the Knicks.
I have to go with the Spurs. Now, the easy choice is going to be Wemby, but even Brandon can contest to this. I'm a huge De'Aaron Fox fan.
Yes, you are.
I cannot wait to see Wemby with Fox. I cannot wait to see that.
I'll do you one better. It's not just because I have the Spurs as well. That's my number 1 in the West. I'm excited because not only they have Fox and Wemby, but they have a lot of young talent on that team that they built up already. And I'm excited for the prospect of them trading for somebody throughout the midseason.
Hey,
because we don't listen. The Spurs, man, like we could talk about the Final Four a little later, but don't be surprised if I take them in my Final Four.
All right, so I already kind of said them.
So that's one. What's the other one?
I think the Hornets, bro. I really think the Hornets might take a step up. They got Brandon Miller, they got fucking LaMelo, and they got that new rookie that was pretty good. Like I think especially now with all those teams being injured, I think that team could do something. A playing team.
Okay, what's the chances they get like a 5 or 6 seed?
It's gonna be very high. It's gonna be very low because let's think about it. Because Knicks and Cavs, that's 1 and 2. Whatever order you want to put them in, that's 1 and 2.
Okay.
You got Orlando Pistons, that's 4. And then 5, 6. I think I'm gonna give that to the Hawks, and I still think Boston still might get in there, just off of talent alone. They're not gonna do shit, obviously.
And then maybe Philly and Hornets are fighting for that spot.
I hope so, but I think playing. You know how you felt about the Spurs last year? That's how I feel about the Hornets.
Which is terrible because if Wemby didn't get hurt, I would have been right. But all right, my second team, I think I'm excited for. I said the Spurs. Oh, the Magic. Yeah, I'm excited for the Magic. I already said it, but like that team, they're young. They got some new guys on there. They got rid of Cole Anthony, but like he wasn't doing nothing for them anyway.
Yeah.
But they got Jalen Suggs now, right? They got Desmond Bain. They have they still have Paolo. They still got young talent on that squad, and their coach, like I said, he kept them in check last year. I think they're going to be a solid squad, especially because the East, is going through it right now. I think they're top 3.
All right, so then my third team. Damn, my third team's gonna be hard because there's so many teams coming to my head right now.
I'll rattle some out to you. There's the Pistons. There's Houston. You can even say the Lakers because Brown's going to be out for a month.
I was going to pick
the Warriors.
That's 2.
You could say the Grizzlies. You could say maybe Minnesota still, maybe not. Who else is there? Hell, maybe some team. Maybe you can elaborate on the Boston a little bit more because we're excited to see how Jaylen Brown's going to do. I'm not going to pick him, but we're maybe Jaylen Brown takes over. You never know. I mean, there's some options there.
Man, so many teams are coming to my head.
I'm going to go with the Lakers for my third one. I don't want to go with them because I feel like I find another one to talk about. But hold on. He said, bro, y'all missing it great right now when you say the product is garbage. No one cares.
Let me see this. Let me see the score of this. Falcons. Nigga, it's 10-3.
Congratulations. How DJ Khaled say congratulations. You played yourself. All right. Anyways,
here, bro.
Like I'm gonna take the Lakers. LeBron's out for a month. So now Luka gets to run that squad how he wants to for a month. And you know what? Maybe for storyline reasons, this is great. Because I was telling RJ earlier, if Luka balls the hell out, maybe that pushes Bron over the edge. He says, you know what? I'm not coming back next year, or maybe I'll retire. Maybe he goes to another team. I don't know, but I also think Luka's going to be in there in MVP conversations because you know what? That's going to be his team. It's going to be his team sometime this year. It's going to be his team. I would have said the Rockets, but I guess we can elaborate that a little bit more. I would have said the Rockets, but I just think the whole Luka Bron situation is very exciting. Who's your third?
Yeah, this is tough. There's so many teams coming to my head right now. I'm gonna just cop out. I'm gonna say
the Knicks. No, I'm like,
hey, yeah, I would. I'm gonna say, you know what, Brandon? Time out. You know who I'm gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
The Denver Nuggets. Now that might be shocking to you. You know why? Because we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this right now.
Because of that bad man Jokic?
Well, are we sure he's that bad man? Because he hasn't done anything in a while. Just like another international player that we were talking about, and another, American hero point guard that we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Joker hasn't done. We have to talk. Joker hasn't been past the second round in what, 2-3 seasons. So I'm interested to see. Mike Malone is fired. I'm interested to see what Denver does.
Are you trying to insinuate that Jokic might be a little bit of a fraud?
What I'm saying is that might be a Giannis-esque run right there.
Come on. Jokic is a 4-time MVP?
Can I say something, Brandon, real quick?
Okay.
Because you're a big international guy. You love the international fags and UFC and NBA. Brandon, isn't it funny how when we think of dynasties, we always think of American-born players, whether it's Curry, LeBron, Jordan, Bird, Magic. They win multiple. These European fags like fucking Giannis and Joker and Dirk, they don't do shit. They don't do a fucking thing to the Americans. So take your international shit and shove it right up your ass, all right? America
all right. Listen, you're right, but as well, there's nothing wrong with having international talent. I just don't care for, talking about the NFL. See, I said I was going to mention them every now and again as a throwaway, but not a real point. Adam Silver's trying to fuck them a little bit by making games outside of the U.S. if that comes to fruition. I know they did the Abu Dhabi. That don't count as preseason, but that's where it starts. Nonetheless, talent-wise, that's fine. But somebody like Jokic, can you blame him so much? He's a 3 or 4-time MVP. He's a 4-time MVP. He won 3 back to. Then he won 3 back-to-back, and then he won one by himself.
2 back-to-back, and then Embiid won 1, then he won 1, then SGA won the last one. So 3.
Oh, okay. Well, he's 3-time MVP, 1-time champion, and can we really blame him but so much at the same time?
Nah, if you're that guy, nah. Whoa, time out. They blame Brunson. Why can't we blame this asshole?
All right, but people blame the people blame Brunson are people like Master J and stuff. They don't take them seriously.
But they're gonna suck this fucking Slovenians or what was it, German? Whatever the fuck this asshole is.
He's Slovenian, I think. He's Serbian. He's Serbian.
Serbian, yeah, whatever. So any European is like shut up.
All right, well he's a Slav. But besides that, listen.
No one cares.
Listen. The Spurs, they were led by that man Tony Parker. They were led by Tony Parker, and Tony Parker
led by fucking Tim Duncan. All right,
they were led by Tony Parker. And he's a Frenchman. All right, and they were a dynasty.
Listen, they were led by. Hold on, time out. Tony Parker was there when Tim Duncan won with David Robinson.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
Yeah.
He's a French.
Brandon Shams right here. All right.
He's a Frenchman. Okay.
By the way, I hope you saw that Anthony Edwards said if he gets traded, you or Shams have to let him know if he's getting traded.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw. He was saying that we have no choice but to let him. Otherwise, he's gonna fucking fuck our baby moms and make them have an abortion.
He might make you a baby mom.
He might make me a baby mom. But point is, you're right. Listen, you're right, and you're also right where you said that the NBA there's something against the American. Well, I mean they happen to be black, but the American, black man in the NBA, and it's true because they're pushing guys like who was the MVP last year, who probably shouldn't have won MVP, a Canadian. a Canadian. I mean, I guess it's still Western, so I mean, it's not the. I guess
American black. You can't even say because Cooper Flack's getting dick riding. If he's any good, they're gonna dick ride him to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
Oh, see, bro.
You know who? Listen, don't worry about it.
We're watching a renaissance of the Knicks. Jalen Brunson's not gonna get any MVP votes.
I disagree on that, but we could talk about that.
They're gonna give it to SGA. No, Brandon, I'm telling you, they're gonna give it to SGA, Joker. Bro, they put Wemby above. I love Wemby. You love Wemby too. But they're projecting Wemby to have a better season than Jalen Brunson?
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about it then. Top 5 MVP projections right now.
My top 5 MVP. Who's going to get votes or who's going to win it?
Who's your top 5 to win MVP?
Okay. My top 5 to win MVP. So I think in no particular order. I think SGA, Nikola Jokic. I think depending on how the season goes. No, what time out? SGA, Nikola Jokic, and Luka. They've been trying to give Luka an MVP for years now. It's just so those are the top 3. Damn, now that Tatum and Halliburton gone. Brunson will get some because I feel like they will because they're going to be a top seed. And then if they have a very good season, I think Wet Bananas.
Oh, you didn't say Jokic.
I did say Jokic.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry.
I said SGA, Joker, and Luka. Those are
my bad. I just want to point out that some people still have Giannis on that list, but we don't have to talk about that for. Here's my projections. I'm not gonna put it in order either. I'm gonna get Brunson out the way now, just because he's gonna be in a top seed, like you said, and he averages 28 points a game with Tibbs as his coach. Imagine Mike Brown. All right, he's gonna put up more numbers on less shots at that, and he was a top 5 MVP candidate, or even top 3. I don't remember. Just a couple years ago. So they're gonna respect him, and you know what? They're gonna respect the Knicks a lot this year. Not just the fans because we're undeniable, but also the NBA's got no choice but to respect us because they need the ratings. Unfortunately, we had that conversation just an hour ago. So Brunson's gonna be there.
Notice something when you said Brunson.
What?
Do you think that they'll give more credit to Cat over Brunson because Cat is a Dominican and he was born in the DR?
Okay, it's interesting you say that because I was gonna mention Cat not for my MVP conversation, but I was gonna mention Cat because they did that last year, but they couldn't. That's the problem. They tried to do it last year.
But the simple fact that they're trying is a problem.
But they already crossed that bridge, and they're not going to be able to because they understand Brunson. That's his squad. It runs through him. Any success that Cat has is Brunson's success. They understood that.
I don't know. People were saying, "Well, Brunson didn't make the conference championship until Cat got there." I heard people say that.
Those are people who don't know basketball because at the end of the day, Brunson was there. This would be his 3rd season. This is his 3rd season. Wait. Is this
whose 3rd season?
Wait, it's his 4th season. Was 3rd or 4th?
I'm
drawing a blank.
His 4th.
It's his 4th. Even then, it's his 4th season. His 4th season. It was his 3rd last year and made a conference final. He took the Knicks from being fucking complete and utter trash.
From Julius Randle.
Shut up. Complete and utter trash to being in a conference fucking final for the first time in 25 years. No shit, he needed a little bit of help. But guess what? When push came to shove, who did they go to? Brunson. Every time, that whole Piston series, he got hurt, went to the locker room, got his cape, came back, and he hit a game winner to send the Pistons home. Everybody was picking Detroit, and they got sent packing on a game-winning 3 with 13 seconds left to go.
Everybody was picking Boston.
And everybody was picking Boston. And not for nothing, it was a group effort from Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart and all these guys.
OG, the whole 9.
OG and all that. But you know who led those rallies? That star point guard. That 1A star point guard, Jalen Brunson. He got them back down. They came back down 20 in the first 2 games because Brunson is a bucket.
Yeah, I did pick them. And listen, me picking Boston is not me. I was rooting for the Knicks. I was happy. So I think I called Brandon every time we fucking won.
Literally. And you know what's funny? I picked Boston, but for fun, I picked the Knicks after that just to ruffle some feathers. And I said, what did I say? I said, if they're going to win, they need to punch them in the face now. And that's exactly what they did. They punched them.
I want to get to this point, right? Because you're kind of hesitant about my Black American thing, right? Because you're sick. You listen to all these fucking weird ass conservatives, and I'm not even talking about them. There's just a bunch of facts. Who's the face of flopping in the NBA?
LeBron James.
Well, okay, fine. LeBron.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go with LeBron.
He's the.
Oh, you mean Shea?
No, he's not. Brunson is. You have people, I fucking hate Brunson, this, that, and third. Oh my gosh, SGA. This nigga gets aura fucking commercials for being a fucking Canadian. But Brunson's flopping is bad. Anybody who watches the fucking league, anybody who watches Brunson and SGA can see a clear difference between the flopping.
I don't think that made him the face of flopping. I think that was just SGA fans because you're always going to have dick riders. And Canadians who were like, oh, but you're calling SGA not an MVP, but Braylon Brunson. I think it was just diversion. I don't think there was
because even the media said it. Jalen Brunson flops. He does this. He does that.
But the media doesn't like the Knicks. The media doesn't like the Knicks. That's just
no. But hold on. Go back to your original point. They influence a lot of people. Hell, maybe the majority. Oh, Brunson's a flopper, but SGA is the greatest. That's a fact.
And you know what? Like, I complain about SGA's flopping a little bit because it is annoying. Because, I mean, look at the numbers. We could complain. The reason why we complain about SGA's flopping is because he got like 12 free throws a game. And maybe not. Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of people are like, and won an MVP doing so. And I know people are like, oh, well, that's not even true. He had like he wasn't even top, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you. We saw it with our eyes. But besides the case, like when it came to Brunson, they only did that shit in the playoffs. They didn't care. You know why? Because again, they hate the Knicks, so they were like, all right, yeah, we need to create the story. But then when it got to when we made the conference final, the narrative shifted because you know what? They didn't go in on us really for losing the Pacers because they saw those numbers of what we did and they knew they needed us. So I'm not going to hold it to them that much. Let me get back to the MVP. So Brunson's going to be up there, and I think there's a good chance he can take it. But Luka's going to be up there. He's probably my number one just because they're going to feed it to him. They're going to feed him, especially Bron's out for a month. They probably told Bron, yo, you said you went to Mafia-thon, stay there with Kai Cenat for a month. You know, let Luka cook. That way we can use these numbers later on for the MVP conversation.
Oh.
Jokic is up there. I got Wemby just because I think the Spurs are going to be really good this year. I think they're going to be really good this year. And you know what, RJ? I had him as my dark horse, but I'm going to put him over Shea in my top 5. You know where I'm going with this, RJ? Do you think you know?
I'm wondering who.
I'm going to go with another Texas team. I'm going to take Kevin Durant. I know it's like, oh, KD's, he's getting old and all that stuff. But we know KD's still a bucket. And I know he's a weirdo, but people for the most part do like KD. But this is my dark horse, but I'm putting him 5 just because the Rockets are going to be really good. He's the bet. Huh?
I just thought of somebody.
Go ahead.
You said KD.
Okay.
His name is always beef on Twitter. Anthony Edwards could be up there because I will say this. They are pushing in and does have the charisma and the play to do it.
There you go, Black American. I think KD is going to be somewhere up there, and maybe not top 5, maybe top 10, but he's going to be up there. He's got Ime as a coach. He's the vet amongst dudes like what's his fucking face? Oh my God, Amun Thompson. He's got what's his face? Sengun. You got, he's got talent there, and now you got that dude that sucks off the team. I keep forgetting his name too.
Jalen Green
and Smoking O'Mara. Who cares? Van Vliet is great. Don't get me wrong. No, he's not great. He's good. But who cares? They're good without him. Oh, well, depth hurts a little bit. They're good without him. I think he's going to be there. And you know what? Yeah, Cade. Somebody's mentioning Cade. I think Cade's probably going to be the conversation somewhere in there. Probably like top 12. Ant's definitely be up there. But that's my top 5. I think this year the MVP conversation is going to be it might be dominated by 1 or 2 players, but you can put a lot of people in this conversation because
wait, time out. And I'm not saying this because I'm a big fan of his. But if Cavs get number 1 seed, do you think Donovan Mitchell will be in that conversation? Not maybe top 5, but in the top 10.
He wasn't in it last year.
I think he was top 10 though.
I don't think so. I don't think he was.
That should tell you right there.
Well, he's Panamanian, RJ. He don't count.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Because Donovan at this point.
Whoa. Time out. They hate the Knicks. They're like, whoa, the best team is the Cavs. We're led by Donovan Mitchell. We know for a fact the media hates the Knicks.
I know, but they can't hate us next year because, again, they need us. There's nobody in the East. They know the Cap. We know what Donovan Mitchell. I like Donovan Mitchell. We know what Donovan Mitchell is in the playoffs. We know what Darius Garland is. Period.
That's your boy.
I mean, Darius Garland's a decent player, but still. But the point is, they know what these guys are. They need us. So we can talk about.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but that could be just like, hey, we'll hate on the Knicks so they could do better, and we could make them a hate like that. You need a villain.
Are the Knicks really going to be that villain? Or are they going to be the? I don't
No,
know.
Everybody hates us besides Knicks fans. You have Sixer fans rejoicing, Laker fans rejoicing.
I don't care. I don't care about the opinions of these randoms because when the ESPN starts saying, "Oh yeah, the Knicks are great," they're gonna start being like, "Oh yeah, well, Knicks are great." I heard that.
No,
listen. When our future president Stephen A. Smith starts to big up the Knicks, they're gonna start saying it too. They're robots. They're bots. They're bots.
The same Stephen A. Smith that said, "Oh, the Knicks are going to do this, that, and the third." Oh, I can't believe the Knicks.
I get you. I understand.
That's how they are. They're favored. No, I'm not believing that shit.
I understand. But the only way that happens, RJ, is if we're bad, and we know we're not going to be bad this year.
But Stephen A. Smith's a clown. He's not. He's an idiot. Talking about. I can show. I can do this. Right now.
It wasn't specifically about.
And I hate to bring up the NFL, but
me too.
Stephen A. Smith hates on the Cowboys. They bring in the most ratings. You need the villain.
We're not the Cowboys. That's the difference.
Yeah, we're better.
Exactly my point. We're better, a lot better. So maybe they will use this villain, but you know what? I feel like it really depends who we match up with as well.
Well, Brandon, you literally have Boston Celtics and 76er fans throw trash cans at fucking fans for doing nothing. We do it. Oh, look at the Knicks. Disgusting. That's New York. They're disgusting.
I know. By the way, playoff Shay. I just want to point out that Brunson, when I said it, Brunson literally was in top 5 talks like 2 years. He literally was. He was top 5 in MVP.
People hate the Knicks because faggots like you two who sneak Brunson in the top 5. Bro, you like SGA who's a fucking fag. And SGA who's a fucking fag. And I can't wait for y'all to lose in the playoffs, bitch.
In 3 years of Brunson, I just want to point out, his first year, he won MIP, most improved player. He was top 10 in MVP conversations. His second year, he was top 5 in MVP conversations. And in his third year, he was top 10. So he was top 10 twice, top 5 once, and he won most improved player. He won clutch player of the year. By the way, Brunson gets been getting a lot of hardware here.
This is the younger generation too. Look at this. He's a SGA fan saying Brunson's overrated. He likes SGA who he flops.
I mean, it is what it is. He's a queer. Fuck him. But the point is, guess what? When our future president starts saying, well, it's blasphemous if you don't like Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, playoff Shay's gonna come in here like, oh, I love the Knicks. Carl Anthony Towns is my favorite. After all that,
and we'll lose some random ass game. He's like, "Oh, the Knicks are trash. I can't believe them."
Maybe so.
Master J's gonna be like, "Oh, the Knicks suck."
Maybe so, but I think the media. Maybe we got to see who we.
You're putting faith in the media. Stop.
I'm not putting faith in the media. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense because it doesn't.
It makes, bro, Brandon.
It depends.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, right? What do we talk about? We talked about the Lakers and the Knicks, or hell, OKC and the Knicks. They already glazed in SGA. They're already. Oh my gosh, the aura. Hey, how you guys doing? Oh my gosh, look at the way he talks and the way all this bullshit. And then you got the Knicks. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. He's flapping. Oh, Cat's a pussy. Oh, they throw trash can. New York is so expensive. And that boom, bada bing, right there. They get their ratings because the Knicks are in there, and people are going to be watching to hate the Knicks. Hate watch is a real thing. You believe in it. Hate watch is a real thing.
Okay. So I'm ignoring that clown because he clearly didn't understand what I said. But I just want to say I don't fully disagree with you, but I feel like it just matters who we match up against. It matters because like they also need to figure out what they could. Maybe they can use the villain, but I don't see it like. Are we talking the playoffs or the regular season?
Playoffs.
Sure, the playoffs, it makes sense. Fine. We made the conference final. Oh, who can stop the Knicks now? The Cavs, Donovan Mitchell, Spider. He's the only choice. Whatever. But like throughout the regular season, a lot of I don't expect the media to be on our dick that much throughout the regular season. I don't, just because there's nobody else.
Well, hold on, time out. But you got to keep this in mind too. This is the media is an influence on the audience, and unfortunately, and I hate to say this, the NBA doesn't really start getting interested until April for a lot of people. So throughout the season, we'll be a top 1 seed, but no top 1 or 2 seed. No one will care because they'll be busy watching Patrick Mahomes win his 5th Super Bowl. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm not joking when I say it. I'm just being realistic. I mean, you should know that.
Yeah, of course. Anyways, so all right, let's talk about the top 4. Top 4. Start with the. I guess you can start with the East. Go ahead.
Top 4 teams.
Who's gonna be a top 4 when it's all said and done?
Top 4. I'm gonna go number 1 Knicks, number 2 Cavs. Now those are interchangeable. I think the Knicks and Cavs are gonna be 1 and 2. Wherever you want to put them, it is what it is. I think 3 will be Orlando Magic. I think 4.
I mean, I think Najee said it. Knicks, Cavs, Magic, Pistons.
Yeah, those 4.
I mean, yeah, I could see those 4 teams, and honestly, like out of those 4, I mean, it's gonna be Knicks, Cavs in the conference final. Wait. Do the Cavs make the conference final?
They have to.
What do you mean they have to? Elaborate.
I'm gonna say this. When it comes to the Pistons, listen. The Pistons have a bad coach. Well, yeah, the Pistons.
Yo, ban this motherfucker. Ban him. Ban him. This nigga said Sixers 1, Pacers 2, Knicks 3, and Cavs 4. He's trolling. He's a bot. He's trolling. Ban him. Ban that nigga.
I said the Sixers. Get the fuck out of here.
That's it. I'm done.
But I'm gonna say this, right? I'm so optimistic about my Knicks that Cleveland did make a good move getting Lonzo Ball. What was the one bad thing about Cleveland? They have no defense in the backcourt. You get Lonzo Ball, who I don't know if you paid attention to him on the Bulls. He looked good coming off an injury, especially defensive-wise. And now you have him on the team defensive-wise, especially Garland, who's injury-prone.
He also went like 9 and 9 in 20 minutes in like a preseason game recently.
And just the Bulls are so shitty. And Kenny Atkinson's still a good coach now. They're still going to lose to us. But Orlando's just too injury prone. I just don't believe in Orlando. I'm just not. It's just something about them I don't fuck with.
But the Cavs are also injury prone, which is a problem because they just got Lonzo, who just came off a big injury.
They're not that injury prone.
What are you talking about? The 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, Donovan Mitchell gets hurt. Darius Garland
get injured last year?
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He was healthy throughout the whole.
He played hurt. He played hurt. He didn't miss games, I don't think, but he played hurt.
And Darius, 35. The only person that was hurt was Garland, which is not a loss.
And that's another one. Well, no, it matters to them because when Darius Garland's in the player.
Well, now they got Lonzo who can play defense.
That's if I hope he stays healthy. I like the balls, RJ. I like the balls.
I like swerve in that corner.
Yeah, but like, I don't believe in their health, RJ. I don't.
Okay, I don't believe in Orlando, Paolo, the Wagner, Desmond Payne. When's the last time he's been healthy?
You're right. But I can see we know the Cavs fold when it comes to getting hurt. Because guess what? Orlando, as a young team, did they do anything last year? No, because they lost literally everybody. But they played hard every game. Cavs, when they get hurt, they lay down and die.
That's true, but also Orlando's still injury prone. And now just add an injury-prone player. And
okay,
also,
what about the Pistons?
The Pistons have J.B. Witherspoon as their coach, who's never got out the first round. So I don't believe in that team either. He lost twice. Well, actually, no, he did get past the first round. He beat Orlando, ironically, because Donovan was going off because he's the best player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't believe in him. He's a clown.
All right. Any potential upsets? Like, besides, like, from these teams, like, anybody that's not.
I hate to say this. Oh my gosh, I hate to say this. Oh,
you say the Sixers, I'm logging off.
I hate to say them. I really do.
I mean, I can see it, but Maxey.
I hate to say them, but I'm a big experience guy. And we're talking first round. I'm talking first round, not anything past the second round. Because the Sixers are going to get that 5th or 6th seed. And the 6th seed plays what, the 3rd seed?
Uh-huh.
So Cavs and Knicks are 1 and 2. We can agree on that. They're going to be 1 and 2. Wherever you want to put them is your preference. Who cares?
But well, I'm saying I'm not. I know you're talking about like upset in the first round or anything, but I'm saying like any potential upsets to make the Eastern Conference Finals besides those 4.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, I guess
you think the Sixers have a chance to get to the?
Oh, no, I thought you meant upsets in general.
No. Yeah, you're gonna see. Maybe you'll see the Sixers upset somebody, but like, are we sure? They got Maxey's cool, but he's been getting hurt. Embiid, come on. Paul George, come on. Jerry McCain is hurt too. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not. Wait, Paul George and Embiid are already injured.
Bro, they wake up out of bed injured.
Oh, I thought it was like they actually. I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, I could lie to you right now and say they're hurt, and you'll believe me. For good reason.
That's why I asked. I'm like,
for good reason. For good reason, you'll believe me. And
I think this is the problem. See, because Boston and the Pacers are injured, and it's just fuck. The Pacers ain't doing shit. They lost Halliburton and Miles Turner, so they're cooked. They're fried. Throw them in the oven, Brandon.
Their window's over. And by the way, fucking playoff Shea had Halliburton knocked out down. He's the champion, and Shea would have been MVP, sure, but just want to let you know that. And I don't even like Halliburton. I like Shea more than I like Halliburton. You know,
Rozier brings up an interesting point. Celtics upset Pistons first round if Tatum comes back. Now, Brandon, I don't think Tatum comes back. I think the Celtics need to step in and say, listen, you're sitting for the whole year. Now, I will say this. I do like Tatum. I like the fact that Tatum's the opposite of kind of like a Kawhi or Ben Simmons where he'll play. Like, he doesn't fuck with low management. We need more of that in the NBA. Maybe he'll inspire a generation. You know what I'm saying, Brandon? So we need that. But I do think he will sit for the rest of the year. But Rozier does bring up a good point. I hate to do this, but the Celtics could upset the Pistons or Orlando next year. I will say that. I could definitely fucking see it. Because that team is still talented.
All right. Jaylen Brown. They lost Al Horford. Not that matters, but so much he's old. But
yeah,
they lost Kristaps. They lost Drew. They have Derek White, Jaylen Brown.
Simon. They have Anthony Simon from the Trailblazers.
Peyton Pritchard.
They still got it. We're talking about the East. The East is like
I don't see it. Without Tatum, I don't see it.
Hold on. Are we talking about conference championship or upsetting one of those teams?
Both, to be honest.
No, stop it.
I don't see it.
Bro, the Orlando or Pistons. First of all, with JB Witherspoon as your coach, you're not doing shit. You're not doing shit.
I don't see it. It's hard. It's hard.
Bro, you saw it multiple times.
I get it, but they're thinner. The Celtics are already thin. They're already thin. So anything happens, which we know it's going to happen because something always happens. They're not. It's not even hate, really. It's just I just don't see it. I mean, if Tatum, and also I agree, Tatum shouldn't come back. If Tatum comes back, that's career suicide. But granted, he got paid, so at least he got that. But like, I don't know, man. I see it more with the Sixers than the Celtics at that point.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But I'm saying the coaching, the playoffs is about coaching. It's about coaching and experience. That's why the Pistons didn't stand a chance against. Bro, Brandon.
Joe Mazzulla might be a fraud.
Oh, people forget about this. The Pistons were leading all those games until the fourth quarter. Just saying.
Joe Mazzulla might be a fraud, by the way.
That's cool. But they have JB Witherspoon as their coach. By the way, Blue Jays won.
Oh, it's over? Because
So the next game is in Seattle. Right?
You were ahead of me by 2 minutes, so I'm looking at it right 6-2. It's all right, though.
Next game's in Seattle or in
next game is in Seattle. But honestly, bro, I think Blue Jays take it.
Nah, you said the same thing about the fucking Yankees. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga.
About what?
When
No.
the Yankees fucking nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
No. I said that the Blue Jays, that Yankees would lose.
Well, talking about Rozier said it's in Toronto.
Is it?
It might be because Toronto's the first seed, so it might be in Toronto.
What do you mean going back to Toronto? They're in Toronto now. They're going back to
I said, are they going back to Seattle?
No, They're going back to Seattle. That doesn't make sense. Seattle had the first 2 games. Toronto had the next 2 games. Then they went back. Then they went to Seattle. No, then they went to Seattle. Now they're in Toronto. No, they're going back to Seattle. Seattle was the higher seed too. It's a 2-3-2 format. Is it? Oh shit, he might be right.
I think the Blue Jays, because the Blue Jays had a bye, so they were the higher seed.
You know, it's kind of also the other problem was that I wish that it was yesterday and today. I understand travel was a little hard, but they should have made it yesterday and today because of the game.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Playoffs 8:00.
Oh wow, yeah, Toronto. Give me it. That's it. Toronto takes it. How's that make you feel as a Yankees fan?
I don't give a fuck about either one of these teams. Oh, speaking of we got the best show with Poppy, Derek Jeter, and Alex Rodriguez. You feel?
I mean, that's taking over NBA and TNT because
especially with
ESPN.
ESPN,
just like your intro says, ESPN is gay. And by the way, I enjoy your new intro.
Oh yeah, you never saw that intro.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw it. That's pretty cool. But did you you made it yourself? I assume.
Yeah. But Brandon, I'm trying to tell you, and I hate Boston. Brandon, you know I hate Boston. You know how fucking happy me and you were on the phone for like 30 minutes. I got work at 4. This is back when I worked at my other job. I got work at 4. Me and you are just rejoicing, watching Jaylen Brown dribble with his left hand as we go to the conference championship. You know that. Listen, but I hate to say, I think JB Witherspoon's a clown. I think that the Pistons team is talented and young. So who they influence? They're influenced by their choking ass fucking coach. You know what the Pistons need? You know what the Pistons need? You know what the Pistons are, Brandon? This is like, and I'm not saying Cade is Steph Curry, but I'm saying like he's the Mark Jackson. They're still waiting for their Steve Kerr.
Okay. I got a question for you.
All right, go ahead.
Let's say you're right. Let's say they make the second round with what's his face, Jaylen Brown.
All right.
Does this make it uncomfortable for Tatum's return, or do you think they just say, "Well, we won with them before. We can run it back with knowing that Jaylen Brown is all right"?
What do you mean uncomfortable for Tatum's return?
Because they have to do something to this roster for Tatum's return. They knew obviously losing last year. And now losing those players, they need to do something. They gotta spend some money. They probably need to get some money off the books because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum make a fuck ton. So they're gonna make some roster changes for sure. I think there's gonna be a lot of roster changes for the Celtics. I also think next year with Tatum coming back, they're not gonna be that good because of these roster changes. Give them 2 years from now, and they'll be contenders like that again. So do you think this makes them a little uncomfortable with roster changes? Some conversations about the 2 J's.
I told you this on the phone earlier this week. I think that's maybe not the driving force, but I think that's another reason why Tatum is like, let me return so this guy doesn't steal my thunder, steal what I've done and put in fucking equity in here. Because, and listen, do I think Tatum's a better player than fucking Jaylen Brown? Yes, absolutely. Jaylen Brown can't dribble. You're an NBA player that can't dribble left, but Jaylen Brown, if he takes him to the second round with this roster and no one counting the Celtics in, or hell, I hate to say it, Brandon, maybe they fucking go to the conference champ. That's the sleeper right there. Boston Celtics. I hate to say it. They're going to lose to us either way, and it'll be magnificent playing the fucking Celtics.
It'll be so fucking amazing.
And people will be like, yeah, look at this. We're going to handle the Knicks, and then they fucking lose.
And people still say that we lost because of they couldn't, just because the Celtics couldn't play good. Like they don't give us no credit for that.
Yeah, but either way, that might make it like, all right, who's really the most important? And maybe trade talks happen.
Okay. All right. Before we get to the West, because we still have to answer the Final Four for the West, who's your most underrated and overrated team in the East? Start with underrated because I feel like it's easier for you.
Underrated, I feel like. I'm gonna go with the Hornets just because no one really has them. I feel like they could make a play-in. And I feel like with their young squad, they could do something in the play-in. So
okay, I have two answers for you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna. Najee said maybe Macau played into his contract money and played. Yeah, well, okay, I got two answers for you. Like I said, I think so. I'm gonna take the Magic obviously because I already have them, doing good things this year. But I'm gonna give you a second answer because I already said the Magic like 3 times.
Okay.
Would it shock you if the Hawks did something at all?
Yes.
It would shock you?
Yeah, because they have Kristaps Porzingis. They lost Clint Capella, and they have Kristaps Porzingis as their center, which means they have no center.
Understood, but Kristaps is still, Kristaps is still good. He just has his injury.
In the 35 games that he plays, yes, he's still good.
Yeah, but they're gonna be in playoff conversations, obviously, because the East is, whatever. Then you got Trae Young, who Trae Young needs to play for something now, whether it's for a trade. He needs to play himself into. He needs trade value, or his contract is almost up too. Trae Young needs this as well. Trae Young needs something. Then you have I forgot his name. The really defensive guy he's really good.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
the rookie. I know what you're talking about.
They have like a underrated squad in a sense.
Who's scoring other than Trae? Who's scoring?
Well, Kristaps scores if he's healthy, of course.
Brandon. That's an if.
Okay, but you just said the Magic. Who says they're healthy? And we just talked about Cleveland and all these things. And then the Sixers, they can't stay healthy. And if anything happens to the Celtics, they're like a paper cut away from falling apart. There's no different for the Hawks.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Those guys are still going to be in the playoffs. We've seen what a Trae Young team could do during the last, 4 years?
I'm not saying Trae is going to, but I think Trae, what if Trae gets a 6 seed? Trae gets a 6 seed, and if not upset somebody in round 1, makes it really fucking close.
I don't even know.
Maybe Atlanta and Detroit go at it.
I'm still picking Detroit.
Or maybe not Detroit, but maybe Detroit makes a 3rd seed, Atlanta makes 6, and then they go at it for real.
Maybe, but
you can pick Detroit.
Underrated, fine, that's fine.
It's either them or the Magic. For the Magic,
it would shock me if they do anything, but that's fine.
I think they're a little underrated, overrated. Who's your team?
Oh, it has to be the Pistons.
I mean, there you go. What if the Magic? What if the fucking Hawks and the Pistons? Like I said,
that one's gonna be a hard one for me. But I have to go with the Pistons. I think I love Kate Cunningham before anybody else loved Kate Cunningham. He's a light skinned nigga with an afro cooking. So of course I'm gonna root for him. But that coach, I'm sorry, I don't believe in him. We've seen him with talented teams fail in the last 3 fucking seasons.
And by the way, I think you keep saying his name wrong. His name's JB Bickerstaff.
Biggerstaff, whatever. That's how irrelevant he is. JB Biggerstaff. All right, you got to look that up. But at the end of the day, he's a bum. I'm sorry, I don't believe in him.
Okay. Overrated. I'm gonna leave Philly out this conversation. I'm gonna leave Philly out this guy. Oh man. Give me Cleveland, man. I think I understand Cleveland is going to be a top 1 or 2 seed. I think we understand that. But I feel like everybody acts like Cleveland is like this juggernaut. And even they keep forgetting every year. Donovan is not him in the playoffs. I like Donovan. I really do.
I disagree. Now, I do. I hate to say this. Now,
you said
I'm saying this. I'm saying this as a biased Knicks fan. If you want to be realistic for the East, and I hate to say this, if I wasn't a Knicks fan, I probably would go with the Knicks because I've seen more. When it comes to Cleveland, I've seen more hype for Orlando and the Pistons and the Knicks more than Cleveland.
Sure, maybe, but because the story is different too. But Cleveland, I feel like Cleveland is going to take the 1 seed, not because they're a better team, but because they know how to win in the regular season. They're gonna.
I think Mike Brown, this is a different team. I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not.
I mean, it's fine because last year they won 60-something games, and so did the Celtics. So I mean, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but I feel like everybody's gonna look at that and be like, "Oh yeah, Cleveland."
I will say this though, Brandon. Let's keep this in context. They had the 1 seed last year. No one overhyped them. No one put them above the Knicks or Boston last year.
That's not true. Wait, no. That's not true because
Yes, it is.
no, because remember they swept us in the regular season, so people were saying that they were going to take us if we did see them.
Okay, that might be true, but no one had them above Boston though.
No, nobody had them because Boston's was the back-to-back was the reigning champs. That's not the worst thing in the world. But like now,
even fucking no one talked about Cleveland last year. This dude Charles Barkley said, "Why the fuck are we talking about the Lakers when they're a playing team, not talking about the Cavs?" No one's hyping up the Cavs.
I get it, but now that the East, there is no Boston, there is no Pacers. It's just the Knicks and thing. If you're right, because I'm gonna use your point. If you're right, okay. and they say and they hate the Knicks as much as you say they will, they're gonna overrate the Cleveland. They're gonna overrate Cleveland.
I get that, I understand that, but I've heard more hype about Orlando and the Pistons more than Cleveland. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say they're more overrated. We have to remember, overrated and underrated is about hype. Not about our personal opinions about the team. It's just about hype.
And that's why I think
no one's hyping up Cleveland. Who's hyping up Cleveland?
Yeah, now like you said, they don't care until April.
And people are still. We're talking about right now. We don't know what's going to happen. See, Donovan could tear his ACL, and they could be the fucking 15th seed. We don't know. We're talking. I know. You're talking about the hype now.
Right
now is Orlando and the Pistons, and I hate to say it, but the Knicks. Everybody has the Knicks going to the finals.
So that makes us
right.
So that makes us overrated.
I'm not going to say that because I'm a Knicks fan. You feel me?
But see, the other thing is, the only reason they're saying the Knicks, people are saying the Knicks is because of how weak the East is. The reason, they're not saying the Cavs because the Cavs no story. But I understand you're talking about right now, this current present today, October 19th. But I'm talking a little bit. Just give it a month. Let them go on a run.
But that's hypothetical. We don't know.
Well, that's my prediction right there.
All right. But like you said, I just feel like no one really cares about Cleveland. I feel like people care more about Orlando and the Pistons more. Like I just like Look, Mitch is my favorite player. So I'm a Cavs fan dealing with it. I don't give a fuck, Master J. Fuck you, nigga. You could be a fucking fan of Kim Kardashian for all I give a fuck. Why are you telling me this?
You know what? He's probably excited for Bad Bunny's halftime show.
He was a Bad Bunny fan.
All right. Let's before it gets too late. West top Final Four.
For the West?
Yeah. This is interesting.
Woo, this is gonna be interesting, man. So we're doing all right. So I hate to do this. Let's just get them out the way. OKC. I think we both have OKC in our top 4. Let's just get out the way, Brandon. Let's just swallow that pill. It is what it is. All right.
Oh, you want me to answer that?
No, I'm not. Well, I'll answer my. What, do you have your top 4 already?
No, go ahead. All
right. Oh, no specific order. OKC.
Okay.
Right. No OKC. All right. Number 2, the Golden State Warriors. Okay. I feel like Curry's gonna have I feel like Curry. You know what? Hold on, time out. Dark horse for MVP, Steph Curry.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like Curry's gonna have. I feel like Curry this year's about to go the fuck off. But all right, Golden State. All right, Timberwolves. I feel like the Timberwolves are going to. Anthony Edwards is going to take a step up. Only problem is he has to carry that sorry ass bum, that piece of trash, garbage, piece of shit. Get the fuck off my Knicks team like you did, Julius Randle. But the Timberwolves, they have the roster.
Notice you didn't say anything about Rudy Gobert, but okay.
Oh, Rudy Gobert. I've said enough about. Listen, I'm a Donovan Mitchell fan. I said enough about Rudy Gobert when he was on the fucking Utah Jazz. All right, fuck Rudy Gobert. Shout out to Nas Reed, but fuck Rudy Gobert. All right. All right. So I said Minnesota, OKC, and Golden State. Hot take. Give me Wet Bananas and Fox, baby. Wet Bananas and Fox. We're going to see all of them in the top 4 in the West. Your thoughts, Brandon?
I don't disagree, but who's your... All right, so out of those 4, who makes the conference final?
Who makes the conference final? Ah, man. Well, go for your 4 and I'll answer you.
All right. My 4 are going to be... So, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off because you just say it. I'm taking Wemby as well. I'm taking the Spurs.
All right.
I have no problem with that. They're gonna be my Final Four. They're gonna be very good. Wemby, Fox, and the rest of the young talent. You got Champagne or whatever fuck his name is, Champagne.
Sam Castle.
You got all these guys, right? So I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take OKC only because they're the defending champions and they're gonna be somewhere up there.
Okay, yes.
They're just going to be. So I got OKC as well. Now this is where things change. I'm going to take this one's a little bit more believable out of the two. I'm gonna take the Lakers up there. I think the Lakers are gonna pull something out. I think this year, Bron feels like he's gonna have something to prove whether he stays or goes. And Luka himself needs to prove something because obviously Luka wants to be able to take over that team for good. He's not trying to live in Bron's shadow. So both of them are going to fight their hardest, even if they have to team together and get the will themselves up there. I think they're going to have a fucking great series against the Warriors sometime in the playoffs, whether it's the first or second round, because they match up all the fucking time.
Yep.
My last team, because I said he was a dark horse candidate, I'm taking the Rockets. I think the Rockets, they're young enough, which means they have the speed and talent, but KD brings that vet experience that they need as well. I understand KD, we know what KD is as far as, when it comes to the playoffs outside of the Warriors and whatnot, or outside of OKC too. But I got the Rockets too. I think the Rockets, Ime is going to pull something out. I mean, Ime already went to a finals. The first year that they lost, it was with Ime, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So, yeah, give me those four, and I think I'm gonna be real with you. Part of me wants to say the Lakers make the finals because I really want to see a LA New York finals. I really do, but I could see. Fuck, I don't think OKC goes back to back, and I'm not even trying to hate on OKC. I just don't think they go back to back. Especially because it hasn't been like that in the NBA. When's the last time a team went back to back? The Warriors.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the Rockets and Spurs. I think we get a Texas Western Conference Finals.
But I kind of like that. I kind of like that for this reason. Why, Brandon? That the NBA is kind of more of like a liberal West, like a coastal sport. If you get two Texas teams in there. Even like the people who are like, fuck the NBA, this, and the third, if you get two Texas teams in there, they're going to be interested. They might not watch every game, but they're going to be at least interested. I'm not mad at that. I would really fuck with that two down south teams going at it. That's interesting.
Now, I could still see the Lakers going. I could still see OKC because they are the reigning champions, but I just don't pick them. And then I could see who else. I'm trying to think.
Well, I'll go with my two.
Go ahead. Who's your...
So my Final Four was Golden State, Spurs, OKC, and fuck, who was the other team? Damn it. Oh, Timberwolves. I feel like Golden State and Spurs. I feel like Wemby's gonna have that 1 year. Remember when Luka went to the conference championship? Not this last year against Boston, the year where he lost to Steph Curry. That year, I feel like Wemby and De'Aaron Fox are gonna have that 1 year, but they'll lose to the more veteran Steph Curry. I honestly think now to get to your Laker point, I feel like there's some tension between the Lakers and LeBron. I honestly believe that, and I kind of said this over the phone. I honestly feel like LeBron's not injured; he just doesn't want to play for the Lakers. I honestly believe LeBron is going to, maybe not intentionally, but like fight for Luka. Listen, at the end of the day, say what you want about these guys. I know they're on the same team, whatever. They have egos. Luka wants to prove that he's the guy. LeBron at 52 years old, he's gonna want to prove that he's the guy. Like fucking, it is what it is. That's gonna fuck up team chemistry, and I still don't believe in JJ Redick as a coach. And they got DeAndre Ayton as a fucking center. Is he an upgrade over Jackson Haynes and whoever else they had out there? Sure, but it's still DeAndre Ayton. I honestly think they'll make the playoffs, but We'll see what happens.
They'll make a second round, no?
Sure, but I don't see conference championship. But I feel like Steph Curry is going to try to get that 5th ring. I still believe he still wants 5. I still believe that.
So if the Lakers and Warriors see each other in the playoffs, you got the Warriors.
I got the Warriors. But I don't think the Lakers get that far. The only way I see them getting that far, Brandon, and this might be crazy for me to say, is if they trade LeBron.
Okay, hold on. Let's just say.
All right.
Warriors are the 4th seed, Lakers are the 5th seed, and they make the playoffs like that, right? They play each other round 1. Let's say the Lakers do win because the Lakers do have their number. Let's say now they play, I don't know. I know they lost to the Timberwolves last year, but I'm not too high on the Timberwolves going into this year. I mean, I don't think the Timberwolves got it like that. Yeah, I understand they beat the Lakers last year, and it wasn't really a contest, but I don't know. This year, I think Luka's going to come different, and that's going to be obviously huge for the Lakers. I could see them taking out somebody in the second round. Maybe in 7 games, but I could see them doing it. Maybe they're easy out in the conference final, but depends who if not the conference final. If they make a conference final, obviously. But I could see them making I said Final Four, right? So, or obviously Final Four doesn't really work in NBA like that. At least the Final Four is really 2 from the East, 2 from the West. But we're just saying like who's up there in rankings wise. That's why I have those 2 Texas teams. I really think we're going to get a really good series out of them. But let's just say they don't match up in the conference final and they match up in the second round. Lakers could backdoor some way, somehow. The West has been so unpredictable.
I get that. I just feel like the chemistry with LeBron and the Lakers is too toxic. And once again, I still don't believe in JJ Redick and DeAndre Ayton as their center. It's like they have too many holes on their team. Like I get Luka, LeBron, whatever, but
okay, you said there's a chance LeBron's not hurt and he's just sitting out.
Yeah.
What if he fakes an injury and misses the playoffs?
Then
that's
interesting. That's an interesting one you can carry. But we don't know that. That's the thing. We don't know that.
We don't know if Luka could carry?
No. If LeBron
okay. Because I was gonna say Luka could carry the match.
Carry. Yeah, no, there's no. But even with that, Luka still needed Kyrie and that Mavs team. People don't give credit. Was Luka the star and cooking? Yes, there's no question about that. Kyrie contribute. Derek Lively contribute.
I mean, yeah, sure, but you talk about JJ Redick, but their coach was Jason Kidd. So
JJ Redick's a clown, and I'm sorry, Derek Lively's better than DeAndre Ayton. I know I'm gonna get backlash for that, but that dude Derek Lively's a fucking dog.
I like Derek Lively, I do, I really do. But come on,
who's their 2? Who's their 2, Brandon? Who's the 2 on Austin? Okay, I guess I'm still taking Kyrie over Austin Reeves.
Sure.
Dalton Connett is trash. Get the fuck out of here.
But they got that bad man, Bronny James, you know?
Once again, come on, man. Come on, bro. They got Gabe Vincent. Come on, man. I don't know. If LeBron's not there, then I feel like Luka will be like, I'm the fucking man, and he can cook. He can carry.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
know.
But see, there's a possibility for a Lakers conference final.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but we have to see what LeBron does.
Of course. All right. Who are some upsets?
For the West?
Yeah. What's the team that could just come out and just fuck shit up? What about the Grizzlies?
No, I don't believe in the Grizzlies at all.
I know a lot of people who are high on the Grizzlies.
Nah. With who? They just traded who? Desmond Bane?
I know. I don't get it, but people are high on the Grizzlies.
Ja Morant's injury prone, and that nigga's too busy trying to be a gangster. JJ's a fucking bum. He's the Bam Adebayo of the West.
They got Zach Edey.
Stop. Come on, bro. Nah, we're not doing that. He's not Weapon Names.
He's not. He's Yao. He's Yao. He
didn't get past the first round, nigga. He didn't get past the first round. So stop.
He's Yao to Wemby Shaq.
Exactly. So nah. I hate to do this because it's gonna contradict what I just said about this guy. But if he can stay healthy, And you know I'm about to go with this.
Uh-oh.
The Pelicans.
I had to, I'm so glad you said that. Not because I picked them, but because there's a really, really, really big conversation this year on a potential Zion MVP run because he went on Ozempic. What do you think about that real quick?
I hate that. You know what? Now Brandon's giving me shit, and I think CEO gave me shit for saying Zion's the biggest bust in NBA history. Which, I know Anthony Bennett and all these other guys, but no, the way how we talk about Wemby and Cooper Flack and Anthony Edwards, that's how we should be talking about Zion now, because even Brandon can contest to this. I can contest to this. College basketball has been relevant since Zion left. And Zion can make that point. That's a fact. But since he's taken Ozempic, and I've heard trades that the Hawks might get rid of Trae Young and send him to New Orleans, because New Orleans is gonna have, I think they have 2 first-round picks that's coming up. I will have to go Pelicans. I hate to say it, but if Zion can fucking bring back the American spirit, then why the fuck not? Let him and his fucking BBL self do it.
Okay. I like that pick. I like that pick, especially if Trae goes there. I'm not picking them, but I like that pick.
Okay.
I understand that he's hurt. I have that. I started the same way as you with a different team. I understand that he's hurt. But I forgot to mention this guy as a dark horse candidate, maybe top 12 MVP conversations if he's healthy. But what about AD and the Mavs? Just something about them, Like, I understand Kyrie's hurt. I understand that's a big blow. But if Cooper Flag is him, like he's supposed to be, right? And you got AD, you got Derek Lively, and then you got
who else you got? Who else you got on that team, bro?
You got D'Angelo Russell.
All right, who else? Who they got? Who's running the 2 over there?
Who's running the 2? I'm trying to. Oh, and that bad man, Klay Thompson, Mr. 4 Rings, Megan Thee Stallion's bitch himself. I could see them genuinely making an upset in the first round.
Now,
if you say, because you said it, experience matters. All those guys got experience, and they all still can ball up for the most part.
I understand that, but I also said injuries matter as well too, and I'm sorry. I'm not picking any team with D'Lo. I'm sorry, and I can't do it. I can't do it.
You can do it. Yes, you can.
No, I refuse to.
You refuse to. We're gonna have to accept it.
I'll pick the Pelicans over the fucking no. Stop.
You know what?
If they had now there was rumors if they had CP3 other than D'Lo, I would have picked them before you did. But they got D'Lo. D'Lo's a bum.
Oh, we forgot about a whole other team.
Oh,
the Clippers.
Come on, bro. Are we really doing this?
Hold on. The Clippers are still, they're Harden and Kawhi. Saying Kawhi doesn't get hurt or suspended.
Brandon,
I'm just saying. And
Brandon, listen. As I see my generation and your generation too, as I see our generation going out, LeBron, Curry, I would love.
Lob City's back, by the way, because CP3's a Clipper.
Okay, going back to my original point, I would love to see the Clippers do something, but you have someone who has arthritic knees and someone who's an habitual choker. 2 of them now.
But they made a second round. Wait, didn't they make a second round? Or no, they lost. No, they lost. Oh, but they took the Nuggets to Game 7.
Brandon, didn't I tell you this on the phone or this on stream? I was watching that Game 6 in LA with the Nuggets. I'm like, wow, the Clippers might do it. Then I had the realization when James Harden was doing this press conference. I'm like, they're about to lose. They have James Harden in a Game 7. And what happened in that Game 7 at Denver, Brandon?
I know.
Like, come on, bro. And then Kawhi with his knees.
But I think
CP3.
I think if they see the Nuggets this year, because you also aren't that high on Nuggets, I assume.
I understand that, but bro, that doesn't mean I'm high on James Harden and CP3 in the playoffs.
I get that. But, hold on, give me a second.
like, bro, like I can't do it with the no. I would love to see it. I'm not even a big James Harden fan. I shit on James Harden a lot. But the Unks are going out. I would love to see it, but I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I can't. I cannot.
Okay. I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance if they were to match up with the Nuggets one way, one how. I think they could take them.
Brandon, not. They do have Brook Lopez and Zubac at.
I'm telling you, it's Lob City all over again.
Brandon, it's James Harden and Brandon, Lob City didn't even get to a conference championship.
I'm not saying they're gonna make conference championship. I just said they could upset a first round. That's it.
They're not, bro. No, I'm not doing it, man. I'm not. Brandon, I hope you're right. You can pick them. Fine.
No, I'm not picking them. My pick is the Mavs.
Nigga, you not even picking them. Like, come on.
I picked the Mavs.
Cooper Flack and AD more than that nigga. Come on.
Yeah, I get it, but it wouldn't shock me.
No.
And I don't think it shocks you either.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
James Harden.
No, it doesn't. Because you saw. That's fine.
Nigga, dude, we saw James Harden and CP3.
RJ, you saw them go to Game 7.
And what happened to Game 7, Brandon?
I get it, but Denver's not like that right this year. They're not.
I understand that.
Does Jamal Murray make it through the year?
That's cool. That's fine.
They don't have Michael Porter Jr. anymore.
But Brandon, it's James fucking Harden. Brandon, it's been a decade.
CP3 just took the Suns to finals just a few years ago.
And he's not even starting. He's 40.
Okay, but it just adds something. You know? Okay, it adds something. That's all that matters. It adds something. But you know what? We're talking about CP3, right?
Okay. All right. Perfect segue.
CP3, because this is gonna lead into the next conversation anyway, which is I think is our last topic anyway. Dang, he cracked his knuckles already. CP3, where are we gonna start? You want to start with the all-time list, or you want to make some comparisons to our boy?
Let's make some comparisons, then we'll get to the all-time list.
CP3, he's got a storied career. He's got 9-time. I think he's 9-time defensive team, and he was like a 9-time All-Star as well, or some shit like that. He's made a finals. Lob City. He's got a lot of stats. Yes, he's been in the league. He's been in the league 20 years. CP3 is great all time. He's a top point guard all time. Whatever. But there's some conversations of, what? Let's not start with our boy. You know what? Let's be a little interesting. We got somebody in the chat right now who's a massive fucking Glazer. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
Do you think we have conversations about putting him over CP3 when it's all, obviously he doesn't have the stats to compare him because he hasn't been here long, but he has a ring and an MVP, which is big. Where would you put him as far as like when you compare him to CP3? What would you compare him to? Like, do you think
even close to CP3's level? I don't give a fuck what he has.
Hold on. He has an MVP and a ring.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so is he above Steve Nash?
Who?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, then.
Okay, so then when it comes to our boy, we're gonna have some tough conversations because
why are you saying our boy? Ain't my boy. That's your boy, nigga.
No. Our boy. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say his name yet. We're not there yet. But like, I don't know. I think there's a chance to put him over CP3 when it's said and done. Obviously, not right now.
Listen, I'm not there yet. No, get some assists, and we're talking. Then we can have some conversations.
Get some assists. Is it not hate? Maybe a little bit that's in your heart because of everything.
No, this is so gay. This is so. I'll put Halliburton over fucking CP3 right now than fucking SGA.
What?
I'm when I look at point
RJ.
I look at no. Stop. You can't do this shit with SGA. I'm sorry. That's like I'm not putting Kyrie. They're not point guards. They're shooting guards, masquerading as point guards.
And by the way, this whole conversation has nothing to do with the boat conversation. It's the GOAT conversation. So
yes,
we're talking about accomplishments, not even talent.
Yes, I agree.
Cool.
Now in that department, I will give it to SGA, but No, I'm not doing it. No. Hell, nigga, CP3 made SGA. Nigga, fuck you talking about?
No, you can't even say Halliburton. You can't say that just because Halliburton lost. He didn't win the ring.
Halliburton brings so much to the table.
Sure, but if we're talking talent wise, then maybe you can put him in our conversation. But Shea has the accomplishments. He has 2 accomplishments. The CP3.
All right, fine. Be consistent. Yes, I will put him above CP3. Fine. You got it.
Okay.
All right.
So now let's just say,
all right,
our boy this year wins a ring, Jalen Brunson, and now he's got stats going on to it. He's gonna add all stars and all these things. He's gonna, and by the way, Najee, nobody gives a fuck about the Nuggets bench. Anyways, when it's all said and done, does a ring put obviously we got to put the future of Brunson's career into the conversation. We don't know yet, obviously.
Yes.
But saying that he goes on to just have consistent stats and whatever, and he has a ring, would that put him over CP3?
Yes.
Not a doubt in your mind. Not a doubt in your mind.
Absolutely, 100%. Because just like I said, it might have been, I might have been just roasting that shit because I hate this fucking fag in the comments. But listen, when you talk about the greatest, it's about, for me personally, it's about accomplishments. Brunson will win a title in New York. There's nothing in CP3's career that could match that. Ever.
Hey, man, he played with Devin Booker.
Again, there's not, come on, bro.
Okay.
Nah, we not fucking doing that. I'm sorry.
CP3 is in the top, if I'm mistaken, he's in the top 20 of the top 75 list.
Okay. Are we going to the top 75 list?
Well, these 3 conversations, topics wise, we can kind of put them all together. CP3.
You guys ain't talking about UFC, nigga. There was no UFC going on.
Well, there was, but this basketball's a little more important this week.
Yeah.
So now we got CP3 as far as this top 75 list is flawed, RJ. It's flawed. Uh-huh. There's a lot of players active. It's kind of like my UFC. Speaking of UFC.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of active UFC fighters right now because the sport is so young of MMA and the company of UFC. Because those 2 things are so young, there's a lot of active fighters right now that are making their GOAT conversation because they are.
Yep.
Now, basketball's a little older. The GOATs are a little bit more established. But we have that top 75 list. CP3 with no ring, no MVP. He has stats. He has some accolades. But without those 2 main pieces, he's up there in the top 20. Okay. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that would also put him up there. Tatum, that would also put him up there.
Joker.
If Brunson wins a ring, you gotta put him up there. Now, do I think Tatum CP3 should be in the top 20? No. I'd say he's closer to top 40, maybe 50. But put him at 50.
But he's still top 75.
He's still top 75, but put him at 50.
Okay.
But that makes Tatum, Shea, Brunson if he wins a ring. It makes Joker. All these guys are also top 50. Okay. Giannis, and that's another conversation. Because we also got to talk about Giannis.
Oh, this is the perfect boom right here. I got the list right here.
You got the list? Okay.
And it's right there in front of us.
All right, go ahead. Show me before we get to Giannis. Let's see CP3. Let's see the list.
Here's the list right here.
Okay. Let's what we're gonna do, there's a lot of guys. We're gonna stick to the active guys.
Okay.
So everybody who's active, we're gonna move them up a few spots to fill in the older guys, right? Even guys like Kobe, even guys like MJ. We're gonna just ignore them because they're not active right now. Remember, we're talking about the active guys. CP3 is still there.
All right, CP3, Giannis, LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Paul George. So that's 8. I think that's it for right now.
This isn't in order. I know that for a fact, but I gotta figure out where hold on. Let me find the list where CP3's at because I want to see.
Yeah, where's the list that you were looking up the other night?
5 list in order.
Oh, is this it right here? Oh, it's the alphabetical order. No more.
I got you. Boom, boom, boom. Found it. It's ESPN. Unfortunately, it's ESPN. It's always got to be fucking ESPN.
I'll put it in the private chat.
I got you. You want to? Okay, here. I'll just.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it so we have it in context.
That's fine. That's fine. There you go. I sent it to you right now. CP3, I know he's somewhere in that top 20 range, but I'm looking right now. Bear with us, folks. We got to find where this man is because, and by the way, Kawhi is under CP3.
I forgot about Kawhi. So you want me to start from all the way from 75 down?
I found Chris Paul. Let's just stick to Chris Paul for a second. Chris Paul is 29.
Okay.
I'm going to start naming guys who are active.
Oh, okay, you do that then.
Yeah, who shouldn't be there. You can put Chris Paul on the screen if you want, but Kawhi is behind CP3 at 33. He should be higher.
I agree.
Got 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs. He's got stats to back it up.
I agree.
And for the record, there's a lot of inactive people who should probably be above CP3 as well, such as Steve Nash.
I agree.
But I mean, maybe even Patrick Ewing, but let's just let's look at the active guys.
I would see so. Go ahead.
I feel like we're just picking off CP3, but it is what it is. Hell, even Ray Allen, maybe. No. James Harden is number 50. Do you think he should be above CP3? James Harden has an MVP. He's got just as much playoff success. You can arguably say he's a better talent-wise, he's a better player.
No, we're not talking about talent. We're talking about greatness. We're talking about greatness.
Fine. But
are we talking about both? Because that's a conversation. But
no, let's stick to the accomplishments. But
okay. No, now I understand James Harden has that MVP. That's fine. But every team CP3 has gone to, he's made better. Can we say the same thing about James Harden?
No. Okay.
Oh, it's funny he asks this question. Do you guys consider Klay Thompson a Hall of Famer or no?
Yeah. Russell Westbrook, he's number 68.
No, I'm putting CP3 above Westbrook.
Okay. Melo's 69. That's crazy. Anthony Davis. I don't think you can do it, bro.
No,
I don't think you can do it.
I'm not. Okay. I'm not doing it. Nope.
All right. Some guys who didn't make the list.
Okay.
The top 75 ESPN's list. Maybe I don't know if they made the actual list, but would be guys like Jason Tatum. I mean, should he be above CP3? He's got the ring.
Yes, I will put him above CP3.
And I understand his career's still young, but saying that he continues consistent stats, you kind of have to put him above him. Who else? Luka. You think Luka's gonna be above CP3?
I think he already is.
Already?
They did the same exact thing.
Ooh, but I get you, but it's kind of hard because of the stats.
But time out. If Luka keeps going on a trajectory, he'll pass CP3 quickly. He'll pass him quickly.
You're right. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I already said yes. I already conceded, and I'm going to throw up later about it.
Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson has 4. RJ. Klay Thompson has 4. I don't know if he tells you this often. I don't know if you ever saw Klay Thompson.
What do you know?
Clay's a very humble guy, but he has 4 rings. RJ, not 1, not 2, not 3. He has 4. And you know what? Actually, he might have 5 depending on how everything's going with Megan. But 4 rings, RJ. Just remember that.
Hot take.
Because Klay Thompson didn't make top 75. Just want to let you know that.
Hot take.
They made it.
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry. You have to be the leader of the team. We can agree CP3 was the leader of that Suns team. We can agree he was the leader of Lob City, the Orlando. Klay was never the leader in Golden State.
Hey, man. Damn, but he has 4 rings.
That's cool. And by the way, I'm putting CP3 above Dame as well, too.
Where the fuck? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to see who's let me look at the people above CP3.
Oh, by the way, I'm putting CP3 above Dame and Paul George. Just saying.
Of course.
Well, because they're on the list. So
let me see if there's already above them. Let's see the guys who are active who are above CP3. I think we'll agree with them for the most part, whoever is here.
Okay.
If they're already active. Giannis is above CP3.
That's fine. That's fine.
Giannis has 2 MVPs and a ring and a finals MVP, and he's got stats.
That's fine. No
Steph, obviously it's Steph.
Cool.
KD. Really? Hold on. Because talent, obviously, KD's like,
smokes him.
I mean, he's like probably top 5.
Yeah, put him above him.
He's got 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs. He got the stats. He has an MVP. He has 4 finals appearances. I mean, appearances, I guess. I mean, he still has 4 finals. Yeah, you got to put KD. But remember this KD and Giannis stuff, guys. Yeah, let's just remember that, guys. Let me see. Everybody else who's active. What do we think about LeBron James? I think he makes it.
That's a hard one. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think he makes it.
I think I'll give the slightest to LeBron.
Yeah, slightly. So, all right. With that, this ain't really asked about Paul George. That's why you said that. Anyways, so with that,
I just thought about that. I wasn't looking at this.
This nigga really talked about Paul George. What about Paul George? I mean, I guess if you replace Paul George with Clay, he still wins the ring. The Warriors still win the rings. But that's a conversation. We're not even talking about that shit because nobody's gonna answer. But we got to talk about like CP3's got to be lower on that list, and there's a lot of guys we got to put higher. Do we put Jaylen Brown above CP3?
No, absolutely not. No, no. That is this fucking. I will agree that Paul George will win with the fucking Golden State Warriors before I fucking agree with that shit.
Hold on. I just mentioned CP3 and Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown has a Finals MVP, a ring. Jaylen Brown. Don't forget, don't sleep on Jaylen.
No, hell no, fuck no.
That shit woke you up, huh?
Yeah, you just pissed me the fuck off with that shit, nigga.
Oh
fuck
shit,
man. You are disrespectful.
Hey man, I was just putting it out there. All right. So no Jaylen Brown, right? Okay.
No.
Not even close.
Not even the same league.
So I think it's fair for us to start putting guys above CP3 and revise this 75 list. Even all right. Now talking about the inactive guys, we could start putting guys above. Like, why is Curry, for example, 16th on the list? He should be higher.
Well, once again, this was made in 2021.
Fine. You can leave. I mean, Magic is 4. I understand why Magic is high, and some people put Magic over Curry. I understand. I'm not going to do that, but I understand. Is Curry above Tim Duncan?
That's a convo. This, once again, he has to win that 5th ring. That's the determinant. Because, Brandon, people forget about this. Brandon, think about this. And let me ask you a question, right? And I'm not saying, have you seen Tim Duncan lately?
That man looks like he's smoking like fucking.
Now, Brandon,
he's smoking
keep this
bricks.
in mind, Brandon. Keep this in mind. If Ray Allen doesn't hit that shot, Tim Duncan is 6 for 6 in the finals. Just like a current somebody that we put in the GOAT conversation.
Okay.
I still think Tim Duncan to this day thinks about if this nigga doesn't hit that shot, I'm 6 for 6 and I'm above Magic. There's no conversation.
You put him
need no conversation.
You would have to put you probably could put him above what's his fucking face? Michael Jordan. Just because the era is different too. It's a little harder.
That's a fact. And he won in different eras.
All right. So we can leave Timmy where he's at. He's 8. We don't have to put Curry above. Is Curry above Kobe? I think so, bro. I think so. I think you put him above Oscar. You put him above Kobe.
Okay. Oscar, I don't disagree with that. Anybody who has real ball knowledge, I'm talking to Brandon Sham, so he knows all about. Instead of watching the NFL product, he watches a lot of Oscar Robertson highlights or Oscar film.
Oh yeah.
And I think Brandon would agree with me, not even on a joking level. He'll probably rather watch that than fucking the NFL product. But it's that the only thing that's separating Kobe is that one ring, Brent. I'm telling you, Brent, it's that one ring. It's just that one ring.
I think I think Curry did more to change the game as well, which is a big accomplishment in itself.
That's true. That's true. But that doesn't mean it. That doesn't mean anything.
Curry or Shaq? Shaq has one more than Kobe. Oh, no. He has one less.
Yeah, he has the same amount as Curry. Hot take, I might put Curry over Shaq.
But we talked about putting Shaq over Kobe, and I think you agreed with me.
Okay. Yeah, that is a fact. Yes,
yeah. So, you might have to put Kobe. Kobe might not be top 10 all time.
I don't have Kobe in my top 10.
Okay. So that's not
I don't have Steph in my top 10 either. So,
well, in this case, Steph will be my ninth. But just kind of run through it. So you got Curry over KD. Because they have
come on, stop.
Well, they have KD at 12 and Curry at 16. So I mean, yeah, it was a few years ago, I guess.
Stop it. Come on.
You see, this list needs a revision, and honestly,
it needs to be done by the Unfiltered Sports Podcast.
It's probably too late for us to do it now, but this is a conversation we're having now, so that we can finish it later. We need to.
You know what we need to do?
We need to revise this list, and we need to put active guys right now.
Hold on, time out. So, unfortunately, we're knee deep in the NFL season, so we can't do it now. But in April, when basketball really starts heating up, me, you, and CEO need to get on a Discord call, and we need to go through this list and make it revise the whole fucking list.
Yeah, or at least the top 50, maybe.
And then you know what we need to do? I got this idea right now. We need to put our top 10 players of who can make that list. No, you know what we should? Oh, time out. We need to revise the top 75 list and then add on 10 more players. Who we think is going to be on the list after it's all said and done. It's going to take a while because it's 75 and then we have to add on 10. We got to all get on a Discord call. I know you're going to do your research. Do our research. CEO's good at doing research, but we need to do this.
We have to have conversations about the tape because CP3 is just the perfect one to pick on because, yeah, he's great all time. He's a top point guard all time, but he doesn't have a ring. And I'm sorry, if you got dudes like Damian Lillard and Paul George in there, then you can have a Tatum or a Luka or you could put these guys for sure.
Well, CP3, Dame, and Paul George, rank them 1 through 3.
CP3, Dame, and Paul George.
Yes, rank them 1 through 3.
CP3 1, obviously, because it's not close, and then Paul George 2, Dame 3. Damn. Hold on. Fuck. Yeah, damn.
I think Paul George has been the more conference championships.
I gotta go Paul George. But Paul George is really fucking himself nowadays.
Facts, but we can't. Whoa, time out. We gotta look at this list.
But you see, now we can add a lot of people.
Whoa, time out. So now let's take away from CP3. Let's look at Dame and Paul George specifically. Specifically, Damian Lillard.
Kaji, you are never going to get an invite. Mike's going to get an invite before you do.
You invited Brandon over me is funny. Come on, Kaji. Come on, bro.
You sell cartoon porn. Next.
Let's look at Dame. We should do this with Dame specifically.
No, I chose CP3 because he doesn't have a ring and he's 29. Dame is last on the list.
But we're talking about who's going to make it in the future.
Yeah, for sure. But there's a lot of guys.
Okay, can we make this point?
Okay.
Right. So we're talking about
Paul George for real.
Huh?
I said we can agree on Paul George.
There's players right now we can replace in the top 75 over Dame right now. And let's leave out the jokers. Let's leave out all of them, right?
Uh-huh.
I will bring a name up. And you might cringe when I bring this name up. But we're talking about accomplishments. Joel Embiid. Because, okay, Dame made a conference championship. Cool. Joel Embiid has an MVP. So it's a conversation. It's a conversation. Should all right.
How about this? We won't even talk about CP3 yet. We'll figure it out on time. But is Embiid top 75 all time? Now, keep in mind, since 2014, he's played less games than Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony's been retired for 4 years now.
Brandon, I understand it. Listen.
Just
We
keep
can
in
agree
mind that.
both. Brandon, I understand that, but when you look at this, you know what Damian Lillard is to this list. It's like Devin Hester going to the Hall of Fame. Now we have to have conversation. Is McNabb in the Hall? That's what the blemish of ESPN. This is why we need to rewrite this list.
Because
right?
ESPN is gay. Say it again. ESPN is gay.
ESPN is gay. That's the reason why I put it in the fucking because now I'm sorry. Okay, Dame went to a conference championship. Cool. But Joel Embiid has an MVP. That's a wash to me. Brandon, here's the thing, and I hate Embiid. But you can make a case before all this shit happened this year. He was the second best center in the league. Brandon, can you sit here with a straight face in Dame's prime that he was guaranteed a top 5 point guard in the league? Yeah, he's quiet. He can't even talk, nigga. He can't even talk, bro.
You doing me dirty, bro.
Brandon, let me just list off. And we're talking about in their prime. Dame is 2000s, okay? Curry, CP3, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, your boy, Russ, in his prime. We got Isaiah Thomas, John Wall, Derrick Rose, before he fucked up his knees. So,
if D Rose didn't get hurt, would he be above CP3?
Yes, but unfortunately, is he in the top? He's not in the top 75. That's tough.
I don't know. He's not.
So I'm just saying, like, he's not. We have to have that conversation.
All right. This is the.
You want to put Kyrie in there? Kyrie, since he played one, and you.
All right. You know, this is the beautiful thing. Is Kyrie above CP3?
Yes.
Okay.
He's not. He didn't make the list though.
I'm just.
Well, I think this was around that time during the whole COVID, so that's probably
during the whole, flat Earth firmament thing. That's why I said it's biblical. When I said that, and you're like, "How's not?" Anyways, okay. The good thing about this conversation is that we can take our time with it, only because the NBA season starts this coming week. Well, you know what? This week, Sunday's the first day of the week, anyway.
Yeah.
So this week we got the best product in sports once MLB's over. It's right here. All right, we got the NBA, we got the
knocking on our doors.
We got the future champions in the Knicks. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Najee, you're late. We've been set SGA over CP3. Anyways, what you say? So CP3 and PG. Shut the nigga up. Anyways, so yeah. So we can leave this conversation for later. We got the All-Star break, and we also have April, and then we have obviously June after NBA is over. So then the other conversation is Giannis. I want to switch to Giannis real quick.
Okay.
Because Giannis is 18th, KD is 12th, and then you got KG is below Giannis. You have Dirk. Let's look at Giannis. He's a power forward.
Okay.
There's only three. There's three power forwards above him. Timmy, for obvious reasons. Yeah. Dirk. Wait, is Dirk above him? Let me see. Hold on. I think Dirk.
You have the list. I don't know.
Yeah. Dirk is above him by one spot. Okay. But this was also a few years ago, and I know Giannis hasn't done much. Giannis hasn't done much, but stats. But regardless, it's who is it? Timmy. It's KD and Dirk. In that order above Giannis. KG is behind Giannis. But we also talked about, I want to leave KD off this for a second because KD plays a little bit more of the three. He plays the four, but he plays more of the three. I mean, just his position, right? Okay. KD all time on the BOAT list, he's above him.
Yes.
Let's start with KD versus Giannis.
Okay.
Who are you taking all time?
KD. No. We're talking about greatest. We're talking about greatest, right?
Talk about the greatest. Now KD
No. Fuck that. Because this is so good. You know what, Brent? This is right up your alley. Because what's the one beef with me when I come to the boat? I talk about talent, pure talent and dominance. Has nothing to do with accomplishments. And when you come with accomplishments, if you're a Michael Jordan, Brandon, if you're a Kobe Bryant, if you're a Steph Curry, whatever, you know why you're great and you're a multiple-time champion. Hell, maybe even have a dynasty. All three of those guys have a dynasty. You have the skill and the mentality. The skill and the fucking mentality to fucking do it. That's not talent. That's just something. No one's born with skill. Like, no one's born with, you have to develop that over time. No one's born with that mentality. People are, Brandon, we know fucking 11-year-olds who are 6'3" and can dunk the ball. They're just born that way. That's just talent. But skill and mentality is something you have to develop. With that being said, that comes with greatness. That's why I separate the two. What comes with that, Brandon, I will put Giannis above KD because he fucking led his team to do it.
I just want to point out that sounded like a Gatorade commercial, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Hopefully.
What's their? I don't know what the slogan is.
We got to get on the View first. Oh yeah, it's is it in you? That's gay. Yeah. Anyways, well, it's in Giannis. Clearly,
it's in Giannis. Yeah, that's a fact. That's in Giannis.
Okay, but now I'm gonna play devil's advocate because you know I picked Giannis, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
KD, I understand 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs, and you know what? There's the conversation. Do the Warriors win those 2 rings without KD? Do they win one of them? Like, you think they needed a KD for that? Can we say that?
Yes, I will agree with that. But they would have won at least 2 because let's just say KD doesn't go to the Warriors. Steph would have beat that young Boston team. They already beat the Cavs before then, despite injuries. That's more like of a hypothetical. But at the end of the day, it's not Curry's fault that they got injured. It's not like Curry's out there tackling them like he's prime and Ndamukong Suh. So it is what it is. KD ain't done shit without Golden State.
You're right.
Do you think? And just be for real, Brandon. KD's furthest run in the playoffs since leading Golden State was losing to Giannis. Let's talk about
it. Yeah, that's right. They play head to head.
Yup, and I understand the whole foot in the Kyrie and all that. It don't matter. So I would put what comes with greatness. You have to, if you're a multiple-time champion, you have to have that mentality and the skill to do it. Giannis did it. KD's never done it. He led one team to the finals and lost. Simple. And Giannis has more MVPs as well, too. Just to add on that little icing.
Okay. So I don't disagree. I can't fight it too much. Also, Kaiju, if you want to be the bodyguard, go ahead. I'm no longer the bodyguard. You know, I've retired already. I'm the analyst. I'm like fucking whatever Sham's job is, whatever. But
you might want to go run with CEO about that too.
Yeah, you might have to talk to CEO. But yeah. I would say like I agree there. Now, so that means if we're talking power forwards, we're also not putting KD above him. KD's 12th, Giannis is 18, so we got to fix that. But would you put Giannis higher or would you put KD lower?
I'm putting Giannis a little bit higher. Well, I don't know who else is on the list.
I mean, in the sense, okay, so like,
I might drop KD.
Does that make Giannis top 15 all time?
No, I think I might drop. I don't know. We're talking about Giannis and the other power forwards first.
Because then you're gonna have to drop. Okay, fine. Power forwards. We can agree Tim Duncan is 1.
Yes. Instead of doing a top 75 list, why don't we make a list of like the top 10 of each position? Because I feel like that's better than making a top 75 list.
Sure.
Do that instead. It'd just be different from ESPN.
That would give us like 50 players, so that's a little bit better than 75 anyway. But all right. But then we would have to rank. We can figure that one out. We have time.
Yeah. I don't think talking about. You remember when we were talking about the UFC?
Yeah.
Maybe this is why the Unfiltered Sports Podcast is best. Maybe ESPN has fucked up our minds so much. We should do it how boxing and UFC or MMA and boxing does it.
Pound for pound? Pound for pound?
Not pound for pound, but just the best at their position. Who's the GOAT point guard? Who's the best? And make a list of that instead of this top 75 shit.
So the GOAT, the second best. And
yes,
so we could do like gold, silver, and bronze in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not. we'll talk about it, but like I'm thinking maybe all right, let's make a top 10 the best point guards that are from 1 to 10 shooting guards. Like let's not say who's the best out of all these positions. Let's just figure out who's the best out of these positions. And then hell, maybe when we figure out who the one is for all 5, maybe rank those guys. See, this is why the Unfiltered Sports Podcast is best, because we think of this shit. And I'm gonna be very pissed off if ESPN takes this fucking idea. I'm not for real.
Giannis, he's number 2.
Okay.
Dirk,
I'm putting Dirk above Giannis. Yes.
are you still putting KG above Giannis?
Yes. I say what you want. He's a dirty Celtic. I fucking hate that asshole. But 3 conference championships, 2 finals, 1 finals MVP.
I like to remember him as a Wolf.
I hate. Yes, I will put him above it.
Listen, we all know KG was doing black magic. You know, Adam Sandler gave him the opal. If you ever saw Uncut Gems?
No, I didn't.
You gotta. It's a really good movie with Adam Sandler. Uncut Gems.
KG.
It's above. It's about Adam Sandler being a. He's like a Jewish fucking jewelry store, which he is Jew, but he's like a jewelry store owner in the Diamond District in New York or whatever. And KG ends up being like, he's a gambler. He's degenerate gambler, like most of you in the chat who love the NFL. And you know, he's got a good life money wise and whatnot. He has family and like, you know, secret bitches and all that. But you know, he's also involved in some mob shit because he borrows money to bet, and you know, they try to rob him a couple times, whatever. KG, literally Kevin Garnett was in the movie, and it was great. He did great. This was when they won in Boston. Okay. And Adam Sandler has this like opal, like it has gems in it and everything. Mm-hmm. And KG feels it. He's like, can I hold it? I need this. It's good luck, whatever. He ends up holding it. Adam Sandler's trying to get hold of KG the whole time, but he's literally in the finals run. And Adam Sandler has a big bet on the Celtics to win. And they do. And KG still has the opal. He's going to give it back or whatever. But he won that money, and the mob dudes, they're there, and they watch him win the bet, and they pop him anyway. Then they rob the store. Good movie. Very good movie. You'll enjoy it, especially because it's basketball related too. It's a really good movie. KG, fuck. I like to imagine him as a Timberwolf just for other reasons. And you know what? I think of that guy, the fat dude that was dancing with his shirt off with it says KG on he wrote himself. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know, there's some funny things with KG besides being a dirty Celtic.
I agree.
Listen. All right, he's been to how many finals, you said?
Huh?
He's been to 1 final?
He's been to 2 finals and 3 conference championships.
2 finals, 3 conference championship, and he has a finals MVP. What about his other accolades? He has a
multiple top defensive player. I think he led the league in blocks one time too.
He hasn't won an MVP.
No, he's never won an MVP, no.
So,
but to keep this in mind, he was in a league with Tim Duncan. So he was never going to be the best power forward. Just saying.
I mean, Giannis got a league full of like talent.
Who's the best? Come on, bro. Who?
Who's the best who?
Like, Giannis was the best power forward. He probably still is the best. I mean, unless you want to count Tatum. But he's like, Giannis was in a league like with a bunch of guards at the time. Like, the only good power, I can't even think of maybe Draymond, but like, come on, Draymond and nah, can't do that.
Outside, let's just say Tatum's a 4. I want to see your mindset here. Let's just say call Tatum a 4.
Okay.
Outside of Giannis' 2 MVPs, would you put Tatum over Giannis?
If Giannis didn't have those 2 MVPs,
you would put would you put Tatum over him?
It would be a conversation.
It's a conversation, or would you put him? Think about it.
It would be a conversation. It would be a conversation. It would. No. No, I can't. If Giannis didn't have those 2 MVPs, but like we said, erase them. Giannis still got the Finals MVP. Tatum didn't. Even though I believe he should have, he didn't. So Giannis has that slight right there.
Okay. So, I kind of see where your head's at. So I'm not probably budging you off of KG. No. We already said no to KD. Even though I don't.
Giannis wants to come to the Knicks and win us a ring, then he's above all these mo. He's probably above Jordan.
If Tatum wins another ring, he's above Giannis.
I agree. And especially if he wins a finals MVP, yes. Or if he wins an MVP. People got to – and Brandon, this goes back to my point about Black Americans versus international blacks. Giannis has done the same thing KD has done. Done jack shit in the playoffs. No one gives him smoke. Oh, it's Dame, it's Doc. KD's done jack shit in the playoffs. He gets criticized.
I have another question. Are we putting too much stock on Giannis's MVPs? Because let's be real, that second one that in 2020 probably should have been bronze.
No, I don't know about that.
That probably.
Now, if you want to say the first one should have went to Harden, you got me. The second one, I think that's fair. I think that one was fair.
I think the fact that you can probably give it to two other guys kind of just tells it all.
Well, that should bring back more to my point. And what's the difference between Giannis and those two other guys, Brandon?
Well, okay, yeah, all right.
Well, Brandon. See, Brandon and CEO, they're so late to the party. They're like, damn, this nigga RJ got a point like 6 months later. Y'all have to do this right now before they put a bullet in my head.
Anyways, point is, now you gotta start thinking like, okay, hold on. Giannis's MVPs, like, they're great.
Okay.
Well, fuck, Kaiju, you're late. We talked about Harden already. It was a 30-second conversation, if that.
How you guys making this complicated? Master J, you know nothing about anything.
About nothing.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I'm thinking right now, like, I feel like we're putting a lot of stock on Giannis MVPs, and I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna relate it back to my boy Jalen. He wins a ring in New York. I know Giannis has 2 MVPs, but what if Jalen wins an MVP and has a ring? Would you put him above Giannis?
Conversation. What? You know what?
1 MVP, 1 ring. Just all he's shy is 1 MVP, literally. I don't have to say Finals MVP because we know Jalen would win.
No, I think Giannis has some Defensive Player awards as well too. I know that for a fact. I will. I mean,
Marcus Smart was the Defensive Player of the Year. Come on, like
I know, but it's context.
Jaylen Brown was in the running for it. Like
but it's context. We see the dominance that Giannis has on defense.
Do we?
Come on, Brandon. That highlight of him having the block in the finals. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, fine, cool. But like, are we sure about this? Giannis' dominance probably is a little overrated. I'm sorry.
I'm not disagreeing.
Like, come on. If he was dominant, we would have more fun. He would have 2 rings.
Okay, but let's look at this. Okay, let's look at it right now. When you think of the best power forwards in the NBA right now, Giannis could still be number 1. Who you put? Tatum's not there, so you can't say him. Are we really putting KD and Giannis? That's a conversation. Some people
I got one guy. You don't like him very much, but Julius Randle now play.
But bro, it's like you can still have him 1, to be honest with you, because I can't think of anybody else other than Kevin Durant. But people might say Giannis is already above Kevin Durant, which I already have. I love Brunson to death. People still will have SGA, Curry, and maybe even Halliburton's gone, but SGA and Curry above Brunson as the best point guards in the league.
Fuck their opinion. Their opinion doesn't matter. We're talking about
and Luka too.
All we care about is the Unfiltered Sports Podcast. All right, fuck that.
I understand, but what I'm trying to say is that listen, I love Brunson. He was never considered number 1 in the sport at his position. I love him to death, but that's just a fact. I hate it, but it's a fact. What about AD? I mean, AD is center / I mean, even
I feel like it's not a fair conversation only because like this dominance bullshit. We know Giannis, he's not dominant in the playoffs. I'm sorry, he's not. We know that. We've seen it with our own eyes. And on top of that, yeah, sure, we're talking about Brunson. He's never going to be the. People are going to put him above. But I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't believe you either because you know what? Brunson is the Halliburton. Shit, yeah, he did lose to Halliburton. But going into next year, he is the best point guard in the East.
But not in the league though.
Well, who else is there? Shea,
but the other Curry.
Okay. Well, no, he's above Curry. As far as like now, I'm not talking about all the time.
Curry's still doing it.
That's fine. I think Brunson wins more games than Curry.
But I mean, one's in the East, one has. All right, fine. If you want to go that way, fine. Then you got SGA. You can't give him above SGA. I hate it. You can't give him above SGA.
But the thing is with SGA and Luka, the problem with those two, they're not true point guards.
That's my okay. So you agree with me about one thing, and then you say the same thing I said. Okay, you got it, bro.
No, it's just because position.
Bro, you can make the case about Brunson too.
Well, no, Brunson plays. I mean, he's got good assist numbers, so that makes him point guard.
I mean, if you look at the numbers, so does Luka.
Wait, what are you saying? Wait. What are you saying? I didn't agree with you when you talk about true point guards.
When I said Kyrie wasn't a true point guard, SGA is not a true point guard. I'm not.
Yeah, but I conceded the point about Kyrie. This is I conceded that point about Kyrie. I know. All right, I already said it.
Think about SGA too. You just said it right now.
Also, Kyrie. No, well, what about SGA?
I said you're not getting Brunson over the SGA thing. You said, well, they're not true point guards. And
well, no. I mean, like now, like when we were talking about like the conversations with CP3 and top 75, we were talking about all time. I mean now, like position wise, we're,
But even with that, let's bring it back to Giannis and Brunson.
And the only reason we're comparing Giannis and Brunson is really just because we're Knicks fans, and also we just want to see where these guys rank. Like where does Giannis rank really all time? And then because we don't have to say Brunson, we could just keep talking about Tatum, but we don't like Celtics, so I would do that.
Tatum is not yet. Now,
because like I said, one more ring, or hell, let's say Tatum doesn't win another ring, but he wins the MVP.
It's still a conversation. You have to pass them in one category. MVPs or finals appearances, or like you have to do something. Like I wouldn't say I dislike Giannis, but it's just you gotta be fair.
Well, hold on. Giannis doesn't pass KD in finals MVPs. I know he does in MVPs, but he doesn't pass him in rings. He doesn't pass him and like you said, he has to be the leader, right? KD was the leader.
Giannis did win Defensive Player of the Year in 2019. I just want to put that out there. But I'll say this, right? But goes back to my point, though. That's true. He didn't lead those teams to the fucking finals. That was Curry. And we saw it when Curry did it again. KD has not done that before or after Curry.
How many rings does Dirk have? One.
Yes, but he's been to 2 finals and 5 conference championships.
MVPs?
He has 1.
Giannis beats him in.
That's true. That's true. But he beats him in finals appearances. He beats him in conference championship appearances. He beats him doing it multiple times. There's so many factors of that. You have to count that. Giannis, other than that one time, really nothing there.
See, there's a lot of shifting context here.
It's not shifting. It's about context.
No, I know, but it's a lot of shifting context in the sense that we can make the case for some and the others. You called me out for it, but it's just in general. That's what sports fans do. Go ahead.
We're talking about Brunson, though.
I get you. I'm just saying that's what sports fans do in general, but it's just like, by the way, you can have these conversations, but nobody's really having a Jerry Rice and a Justin Jefferson. We know Jerry Rice smokes Justin Jefferson. Yeah. I like Justin Jefferson, but just call it what it is. Yeah. We know Tom Brady beats every single. Well, Tom Brady's the GOAT. We know Dan Marino smokes every quarterback right now too.
Yeah, exactly.
And Dan Marino played he played in a time where they ran 40 times a game.
Yeah, facts. So you can't have this in the NFL.
In NFL you can have these conversations. But see, we're talking about at least we're talking eras.
But
hold on, context. Remember, I brought this up on call too. Context. You also have to remember the eras they played in.
I get that, but here's the thing, though. Yeah, you can't sit here. Dirk played in a more, I wouldn't say physical era, but it was more of a let the boys play. Now, NBA still kind of let the boys play, especially in the playoffs, but it was more like that when Dirk played back then.
But the talent pool is different, too. Now, granted,
Dirk beat the Heatles. Who did fucking Giannis beat? With Devin Booker and CP3? Come on, bro.
Hold on. Top 30 CP3.
True. Dirk beat the Heatles. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
And also, remember Giannis beat KD and Kyrie.
He beat KD. First of all, Kyrie's not even on the list.
Okay.
James Harden was injured. Okay. Giannis is already above KD. So what are we talking about here? He beat the Heatles, and then he beat Kobe the previous round. Swept them, Brandon. Swept like he was dust on the floor.
All right. I'll concede that. But
come on, bro.
All right, we can go with Giannis at 4. But you think Giannis is so? Looking at Giannis and CP3, I know weird comparison.
Okay.
Because those are the guys we were picking on the list.
All right.
Would you say Giannis is more locked into position than CP3 for sure?
Yes, and I hate to say that, but yes, especially since ironically, Giannis beat him in the finals. Yeah, when you think of this, goes back to this is why we need, and this is the perfect reason why we need to make our top 10 list for each position.
You know what? By the way, oh, sorry, I can't say that. I got banned. What do we call them?
Those people that wear those hats.
Those people that wear fancy hats. The ones that are paying
Brandon.
Yeah, the one that banned me off of 2 Instagram accounts and 1 Facebook and probably are gonna freeze my bank account pretty soon.
With the triple double right there.
Definitely.
Triple double, 3 accounts on 2 different.
Yeah, they're probably gonna sue me for saying this, but the people who are holding CEO hostage right now, and the ones that the one that sign his paycheck, I just want to point out. Fuck you guys, okay? Because we need a CP3. We need a CEO to be a little bit. We need a CEO for this shit because I need to hear another opinion when it comes to some of these things. I just had to say that real quick.
This is setting up. This is the people who will sue you. How about that? Yeah, facts.
This is a weird thing that today. Not only did I apologize, CEO, but I can admit I kind of miss CEO. Maybe I was a CEO fan back then. I don't remember. Maybe I was. Maybe I was a CEO top dog with the fucking. Maybe I was.
And it's funny when you brought those people that wear those fancy hats. Nick Wright popped up on my screen because I'm watching Fox.
Oh my God, they're listening to me now.
Yeah, they're listening to me too. But listen. We have to look at this is why the top 10 list for each position has to be made by us 3, and we have to have a sit down conversation about it because we're gonna have to sit down and talk, okay? But going back to your point about the CP3 and Giannis thing, 5 point guards, right? Obviously, Magic and Curry are above CP3. We can agree to that.
Okay.
Oscar Robinson, Isaiah Thomas for the Pistons. I feel like they're above them too. That's 4. And when it comes to 5, you can put a John Stockton, a Steve Nash, a Walt Frazier. Hell, we even said Luka. I even put Luka above him. SGA, we can put those guys above him. Giannis, other than Tim Duncan, Dirk, KG, he's going to be in that top 5. So I would put Giannis above CP3. If we're making a hypothetical 75 list, which I think he is already above him.
All right. So we're gonna have to resume this back for the All-Star break. I think that's a good time. I think that's a perfect way to do it. So I want to one more thing. So let's retouch on what we got coming up.
Okay.
We got World Series coming.
Okay.
Right, just get off of Basketball in General. We have the World Series coming. And just real quick, who's your pick? I already know what your pick is, but you might as well say
Dodgers. They're going to win. And we might have to put Shohei Ohtani in that GOAT conversation.
Unfortunately, we can't talk about stream because you guys are all degenerates. But, I think definitely he's in that GOAT conversation. He's like what Babe Ruth with, we're probably modern-day Babe Ruth. But, who can't really see too well. Well, apparently can see too well, but looks like he can. So we got the World Series. I got the Dodgers in 5. Either I got the Blue Jays, but even if it's the Mariners, Dodgers in 5. Dodgers are just too electric. It is what it is. We all knew they were going to win before the season started anyway. Yep. Then we got, I'll tell you right now, we also have, I'm trying to think. Oh, we have, I guess we still have football going. Not that it really matters too much. I mean, what is your, any college football stuff that you want to talk about real quick? Like anything that's on your mind? Besides FSU?
Oklahoma, Ole Miss are playing Go Sooners. I have a Florida State rank coming out this Tuesday.
We got a few videos coming out this week, I assume.
Yeah, I got my propaganda. I want you to watch my propaganda videos of the NFL and stuff from I think a few weeks ago. It has Lamar Jackson as the thumbnail till now.
I want all of you to watch it as well.
Yeah, fact. So you can get a good concept of everything. I have 2 more probably coming out. I got my college video and Thursday, because I only been dropping 2 videos. I got Wednesday. It's a little treat, a little Knicks video coming out. You feel me?
So we're excited. So then, besides college football, it's a little interesting in the sense that there's a lot of things going on. You think the playoff format's gonna be better this year?
I think so. I feel like all the teams that are in the top 12 probably deserve to be there. Let me just refresh because they do it every Sunday. So
unfortunately, Ohio State's probably going back to back.
Yeah, probably. So let me see the rankings. We have Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Bama, Georgia, Oregon, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss. Miami fell from 2 to 9 after losing to Louisville. Vanderbilt, BYU, and Notre Dame. And outside in the top 15, we have my Sooners, Texas Tech, who lost this week, and Missouri.
And then outside of all those rankings, you got my Penn State and RJ's
Florida State Seminoles. So
at least you guys got the best, Whoa, at least you guys got that.
Georgia Tech's actually a good team. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very interesting team. They're in the ACC. I hate them, but it is what it is. But we gotta beat. If we beat Ole Miss, that means we get because Ole Miss is ranked number 8. So if we beat them, they'll have 2 losses. We'll have 1. We'll get right back in those playoffs.
So it sounds like college football's heating up a little bit. It's better than the NFL right now. I mean, it always was, but it's even better now. NFL, we don't gotta talk about them. Nothing interesting.
And all you gotta know is the Chiefs are gonna win this year.
Yeah, so no, we don't really gotta talk about. I mean, to my Giants fans, you got the Eagles this week. We beat the ones, so maybe we do it again. Probably not. But hey, if you're but in Philly. So yeah, so but regardless, so nothing for the NFL. Baseball, we talk college, UFC, got Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gahn. So
you're gonna see the murder of Cyril Gahn. This fucking Saturday.
And I hope he never fights for a title again. Come on, like 3.
By the way, we because this month is going by fast. You do know Jake Paul and Tank Davis are fighting on the 14th, right?
Oh my god! Don't start this fucking.
That is sports. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, it's sports, all right. Fuck, you kind of ruined my night saying that shit. Anyways, I hope Cyril Gahn never fight. Fuck Jake Paul. I hope Cyril Gahn never fights for a title. He had 3 undeserved title shots against John Jones, Francis Ngannou, and now fucking this dude, Tom Aspinall. And then, like I said, NBA's this week. I know we're excited for NBA, and there's one topic we didn't touch on, but I guess it's not that big, so we can just end it with it.
Okay.
We're excited for the NBA. You know who else I'm excited for?
Who?
The return of Brody. Russell Westbrook, the former MVP himself.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Top 75. I'm excited for, do you think it was a bad look for him to get signed this late? Or do you think Russell Westbrook did it to himself?
I don't know. Because we can agree Russ is not the same Russ. But I feel like he was a good 6-man. He was cooking in those series. I don't know if it's politics. I don't know what it is. But he deserved to be signed way before everybody else they got signed.
Is it because he's a Black American?
Hey, you never know, bro.
Nah, you know what it was for me? I honestly think he declined a couple things. It wasn't in the spotlight because Russ just is in the spotlight right now. But I think he declined a couple contracts. He was offered $10 million to go to China, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I saw that.
$10 million to go to China. He stood on business. He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going. Dwight took the money and left.
Yeah.
Dwight's
playing in Thailand, and we know why he's.
Well, yeah, I guess there's some more.
Russ is a happily married man with beautiful. I think he has a son and daughter. So
he's so happily married. He shares his wife's dresses
and nail polish too.
And nail polish. I mean, everybody's talking about Caitlin Williams. Russell Westbrook did it first.
Facts,
Except one of them's actually good.
But next month is No Nut November. You have fun with that. Well, I mean, Master J, every month for you is No Nut. I mean, come on, bro.
Exactly. You and Kaiju, you guys, and Michael for that matter. Well, I don't know. Michael's just he's there with Dwight right now. So, but you two have fun with that. So yeah. I'm excited for the return of Brody. He's with the Kings, unfortunately. I don't know how well that's going to be because it's the Kings.
I mean, that might be a good NBA team to play with. You got Russ, Zach LaVine. Who else they got? Is DeRozan still over there?
Who's shooting besides Zach? And Zach, even Zach is.
That's a bonus. I don't know. You got to have a mid-range motherfucking team over there.
They're not shooting. No threes over there.
That's gonna be an old school team. But you know what? That's nuance, Brandon.
Yeah, at least because that's the thing with the NFL. Back to them, they have zero fucking identity. I'm sorry, but you know what? Teams used to be like, all right, this team is gonna run the ball through your face. This team has defense. This team, maybe they're not the best at rushing the passer, but you're not gonna pass on them. This team right here.
This team's an option team. They love to run the read and triple option.
Exactly. This team, the only thing every team does the same bullshit. Every single team, like you have teams, they're like, oh yeah, the Ravens are a running team. I'm sorry. Everything the Ravens do, the Eagles do, the Giants literally do because I've been watching it. The Chiefs do. Everybody does the same bullshit. Nobody plays defense. Everybody plays the same offense. It's mostly RPO, like you said. Like, come on. At least in college football, every fucking division has something different. One's defense, one's offense, one's
balanced.
Exactly. Like you have
the ACC, Brandon, is all of that combined.
There you go. Like, and then the NBA. You got styles. Look at the Kings. They're not going to be good.
I mean, bro, OKC just won the fucking championship shooting mid-range.
Exactly. But, like, they could do other stuff too. But, yeah, they did that. And then you got somebody like the Kings, for example, because they're the topic right now. Like, yeah, they're not going to shoot the three at all very well. But guess what? They're going to pound you inside. No diddy. Like, that's just how it is. The Knicks, they're always going to be somewhat defensively. And they're going to be able to not only – they're going to score on three levels. They can just do it all, but they're going to really pound the inside too. They're a 3-and-D team for sure. Then you got the Warriors. We know what the Warriors are. And with Draymond, who, by the way, should be above CP3 as well. Do you think he should be above CP3? 4 rings.
Just like was he the guy?
Yes, I think CP. Yeah, I think he's not.
Was he the leader for real? Come on, bro.
That team falls apart without Draymond.
Well, they fell apart with Draymond because he called KD a bitch. So. And they punched Jordan Poole as well, too.
No. Hold on. They didn't fall apart when he called KD a bitch because they won a ring after that. Then he punched
No, they didn't. No. You're remembering wrong. Remember, it was that Clippers game where Steph Curry was out and he called him a bitch. That was the 2019 season. 2019? Mm-hmm. That was that season.
That's fine. They won in 2022. That's what I mean. So, at the end of the day, Draymond.
And then he punched Jordan Poole, who was a big contributing factor to that 2022 team.
You're right. But maybe he was right because Jordan Poole's kind of ass right now. Then again, Jordan's on a Pelicans, so you never know. He might be your sleeper, like, for real.
All right, but I like woman and get hoes. RJ only gets warrior from Madagascar. Built girls. I could teach you how to pull some. I mean, bro, you're the one talking about no nut. So, whatever. And that comment just threw me off because what the?
I don't know.
Right, anyways, Brandon, anything you want to say to the peasants before we leave? And then you become a peasant with them next week.
Yeah, I just want to one more time, just take some time, be accountable. The hardest part, what is the how you say the hardest parts of recovery. The first step to recovery is acceptance, something like that. The first step to recovery is acceptance. All right, you have to accept the fact that this product of the NFL is garbage. All right, the NFL's got you like the little. They just got you. They got you guys about the balls if you have any left. Like, it's bad. Go watch NBA this year. Watch it. Wednesday, we're going to have Tuesday, we're going to have some fire games. This whole week is going to be fire and tip-off. If you're watching Thursday night football over the NBA, if there's any games on NBA, then there's something very wrong with you. All right? You going to look up the game?
Yeah, I'm going to look it up right now this week. So I'm gonna read out the slate. Tomorrow, which is Tuesday, Rockets Thunder, interesting. Warriors Lakers. Wednesday, and you know what? The NBA might have saved that game by having Luka get traded to because if it was just the Lakers without LeBron, it would be bad. Wednesday we have Heat Magic, and no one cares. Cleveland Knicks at 7. We got Sixers and Celtics. That's an interesting game. And Brandon. I know you're excited for this. Right after the Knicks game, Spurs Mavericks.
Ooh, okay.
And then Thursday, I can't believe I'm missing this.
Damn it. I can't believe fucking Halliburton's hurt. This would have been fire.
Oh my gosh. And Miles Turner's gone. But I guess Nuggets Warriors will make up for that. That sucks.
That's terrible.
Who's playing Thursday night football? I gotta see.
All right, yeah, check that out too.
NFL games. Oh, it's the Vikings Chargers.
All right, it's the Vikings Chargers, 2 frauds. If you're choosing to watch 2 fucking frauds over the fact that NBA gives you 2 games on Thursday, by the way, they give you 2 games on Thursday right after each other. You don't even have to watch them at the same time. 1 at 7:30, 1 at 10.
That sucks.
Like if you're, yeah, it does. But if you're watching 2 frauds over those 2 NBA teams, or those 4 NBA teams, those 2 games, something's really wrong with you. You need to reevaluate. Like Master J, you already got to reevaluate your life. Kaiju, you too. Mike, Donnie, all you guys. Najee, maybe. But like, if you guys are watching those things, like he says, I will watch Thursday Night Football. All right, you're fucking whatever. If you guys, the people who are normal, if you're out there, if you guys are watching that over the beautiful product of the NBA, seek help. Michael Jordan said it. Stop it. Get some help.
Bro, okay, fine. I'll watch both. Okay, you know what, Rozier? That's something. But I mean, bro, I'd rather watch 2 MVPs, Steph Curry and Joker, go out than fucking what's his name? Oh my gosh, Justin Herbert and Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz. Maybe if JJ McCarthy's going up against his old coach Jim Harbaugh. Okay, fine. It's Carson fucking Wentz.
And it's the fucking the Chargers lost to the Chargers, and I'm gonna shit on my own boy, unfortunately. But the Chargers lost not only to my Giants, they lost to Daniel Jones too. Like, come on. And by the way, the Vikings lost Daniel Jones in the playoffs. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, facts. And like, bro, and at the end of the day, basketball is more easier to play than fucking football. These guys just got beat up, and now they have to travel to get beat up even more for Thursday Night Football, which you have to subscribe to Prime with. NBA is everybody can play basketball.
He said it's more Herbert versus Brian Flores. Newsflash: Brian Flores wins. Anyways,
and Brian Flores is trash. He sued the company that he's working for. That's how much the NFL.
I think Brian Flores takes it just because Brian Flores is decent.
Well, but you have fun watching. I'm watching Joker and Curry.
That's right. Two real fucking. These are real athletes.
Yeah, you feel me? But you know it is what it is. Is that what you want to say to peasants?
That was my last thing. I don't fucking.
All right. Well, until next week, peasants. Peace.
Peace.